What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Crows of Judgment live stream. We're going to be talking more about the Pyrocynical situation, just because anytime I think I've covered everything that I can on it, something else comes out, something new comes out. And for any of you who are on Twitter, I'm sure that you've noticed that TommyC has been having a fucking breakdown about this. Hey, fucking pay attention to his live streams too. And the thing is, I've watched more TommyC than I've watched Pyrocynical, and that is to say, I've never fucking watched Pyrocynical. There are certain commentators I do like, even if I disagree with them in this situation, even if I'm willing to insult them, because I'm a snarky bitch. I admit it. But I still go ahead and watch their content, even if I don't like the things that they're saying. I'm really pissed off at Bo Blacks because he called a friend who's been on the stream multiple times. Well, sorry. He put out a photo of one of his videos to try to imply that he was in favor of the movie's Cuties, which led to a lot of his audience calling the guy a straight up pedo, right? I still kind of like the videos of him reading through tweets. I don't know. It's just something that I enjoy. But I don't agree with him on everything. I don't agree with the shit that he pulled there. Bo Blacks is a content thief. Even so, look, I still like the archiving of the Twitter, of all the Twitter shit. And I read through Twitter all the time. In fact, we're going to be doing a lot of reading through Twitter on this stream. But there are some stuff that have come out, right? Other things that have been went over years ago. And people are trying to say established a pattern of behavior. And I completely disagree that it establishes the pattern of behavior that they think it does. But it does establish a pattern of behavior, just not in the way that they are framing. Beyond that, there was another a tweet by Turkey Tom talking about the pyrocynical rabbit hole. Yeah, no, I'm sorry. But look, I've said it very clear, and I'll say it again just to make it as easy as I can for people. My opinion on Pyrocynical, I think the guy is a creep. I think he's a weird dude. I don't know if he's still engaging in the stuff that he did back then today. If he's not, fine, right? If it's the kinks that he's into, I mean, yeah, it's fucking weird. But it's a kink, people are into some weird shit. My only thing there is, if we're going to be talking about allegations of grooming and pedophilia, we got to be very clear here, right? Because grooming is not illegal in the United States, right? I know that there are other laws that can be associated with it. It is illegal where Pyrocynical lives. It's a natural thing that he can be arrested for. And then, yeah, I'm sorry. I don't think that case has ever actually been made. I think people have tried to push it. I think people have tried to expand the definition of what it means in order to incorporate what's going on with Pyrocynical. But has Bo Black's no, his response, I guess, to Grim, who's the person he did that to, was to basically say, well, I didn't actually call you a pedo, so I'm not going to. I'm like, okay, dude. It's pretty clear what the implication was, but fine. Much like saying, and back to TommyC here for a second, much like saying, I'm not saying he's a pedo, but I think the grooming allegations have a lot of what, dude, the things are I mean, you can be a pedophile and not be a groomer, but you can't be a groomer and not be a pedophile. I'm sorry, it doesn't fucking work that way. Did we see what Pyro said in the messages shown where Ivory was talking about meeting Pyro and a fake ID? Yeah, and I actually talked about that too, because that's 16. It is literally age of consent. But I'm going to go into that in a little bit here, because we've moved away, the goalposts have shifted away entirely from needing to prove that he knew he was 15, because it just can't be done, right? And if anything, let me pull this up first, because look, that is important. And I was actually surprised because Diorio, who this tweet is from, okay, and we went back and forth on Twitter, just really brief. There is actually comment from Diorio flat out saying that if you cannot prove the 15 stuff, then it changes the whole nature of these allegations. And that's what I've been like saying from the start, because one is literally a fucking crime, right? One shows that the guy is a fucking predator. The other does not. It is important. And, you know, we've gone from saying, well, it's nothing illegal. It's nothing to be taken to court. But yeah, let's go in through everything, though. So for those of you who are unaware, here, let me take a quick hit. I'm going to need a lot of that tonight. At the age of 18, Pyro was talking with a 15-year-old girl and defended himself by saying he was okay with waiting until she reached 16, age of consent. This was a year before he was speaking to Ivory. Here's the problem with that, right? In the leaked DMs, right, he was not willing to engage with this fan sexually until she was 16, right? That's been my statement about Ivory. So I think this kind of justifies what I'm saying about him not being willing to engage in a sexual relationship, right? Or even ERP with someone until they are at age of consent where he lives. We're talking about when he was 18 too. So we're saying like when he was a year older, suddenly that changes, right? Which addresses my statements on this whole Ida thing, where people are trying to say, well, because Ida knew, Ida must have informed Ivory, or must have informed Pyrocynical, and Pyrocynical must have been okay with it, right? I'm sorry, but that to me doesn't actually work, right? Because we have leaked DMs where he's not, where from his own mouth, he's not willing to engage in a sexual relationship, right? It doesn't work to me to then go ahead and point to another person and say, well, she said it was okay, so he would have been okay with it. All you'd have to do to prove me wrong there is show me Ida flat out stating that she informed Pyrocynical, right? And before you move forward with any of these allegations, I really think one of the most important things you could have done is actually tried to reach out to Ida, get a statement from her, right? Don't act like you're on anyone's side and approach it neutrally and try to get her to admit to doing that, right? Which would have made a much stronger fucking case. Let's be honest. It would have fucking demolished everything I'm talking about. And I've already said, if we have proof that he knew he was 15, I'll fucking call it out, right? Because that's predatory behavior, period. Plain and simple, right? The thing is, we never did that. And now I watch Tommy just completely moving away from talking about it, right? Now it doesn't matter because 16 is inappropriate. I'm sorry, like I'm trying to get the logic behind that because how do I say it, right? 16 is age of consent where both people live. So we're literally talking about the immorality of a 4-year age gap, right? I'm sorry, but that's what we're talking about. And I've had arguments with people in the comment sections of my videos where they go, well, no. It is a massive mental gap between 19 and 16. So you know what I actually did? I went through the, I think it was like the American or the Association of Psycho. I'll pull it up because I wanted to go over this on stream, but I was reading through it today and was literally going over the mental gaps between age groups. I'm trying to remember the actual name of the, because I wanted to see if there was any truth to it. I want to see if there was any truth to it. Let's see here. Okay. So from the APA, American Psychological Association, right? And let me flip over to this really quick because I do think this is important for people that are going to argue that is a massive difference. It's not actually. And here we go. So there were no differences among the youngest 4 age groups, 10 to 11, 12 to 13, 14 to 15, and 16 to 17 on the measure of psychological maturity. But significant differences in maturity favoring adults were found between the 16 to 17-year-olds and those 22 years and older, and between the 18 to 21-year-olds and those 26 and older. Do you see the issue there? So we're talking about like, they're saying like 5 to 6 years is when you're going to see that type of actual maturity gap, right? So if honestly, that argument would make sense in terms of saying, well, it's a massive mental gap if he was just a year off, right? Otherwise, I mean, this is the American Psychological Association. I would assume what they're saying is legitimate. Now, are they saying that there's no gap? Absolutely not, right? But to be clear here, they're talking about mental maturity gaps between people who are 18 and people who are, what was it, 18 to 21, and people are 26 and older, right? So would we be having the same issue if someone who's 21 is in a relationship with someone who's 27? I mean, because clearly they're saying that's a massive mental age gap, right? This is a bullshit argument, and it's always been a bullshit argument. But I actually went through and did the fucking research for it because I just wanted to see, right? Am I wrong here? Let me just check it first before I run my goddamn fucking mouth, right? But that's the issue right now. Nobody's actually bothering to look into any of the shit that they're fucking saying. They're just going out there saying, what is this a massive fucking difference? You're stupid. Fuck that shit, right? And look, if you actually did it, you wouldn't walk into saying stupid shit constantly to try and prove your point, right? Which is my issue with this entire Pyrocynical situation is how many fucking times are we going to run into this shit where all you have to do is do like any amount of basic fucking research into what you're fucking talking about. Any amount, right? And I got told not to be so fucking condescending when I was talking with fucking TommyC. I'm sitting there watching his fucking videos where he's going like, well, people in America have an issue with people. Bitch, it's fucking age of consent, 16 in the majority of our fucking states here. And we have Romeo and Juliet laws, which protect the relationship with minors who are even younger in that same type of fucking age gap, which honestly, I understand. I fucking understand why you would take issue with it. But we have laws protecting it over here for a fucking reason. You going out to your audience and acting like this is totally fucking abnormal. Look at how many sub losses he has. Blah, 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 blah. It's fucking word vomit now, dude. It's fucking saying that it doesn't even matter if the 15 thing fucking matters because you're establishing if the guy's a fucking predator or not. If he's dangerous to be on the platform or not. Is disregarded. Like fucking hell. Like seriously, fucking hell. I was blown away by that shit. But let's talk about some stuff from Kiwi Farms, right? Yeah, I need way more fucking hookah. I'm sorry. Stop debunking my favorite commentary YouTubers. Dude, I like... And dude, from fucking TommyC, the guy who savaged fucking Zapti, right? Savaged him, saying the same shit. Look at his sublash. And then turning fucking around and having you issue an apology, right? I mean, you think you would handle these situations just a wee bit more fucking carefully, but no, but fucking no. Oh, man. Hold on. Yo, didn't Ida say Ivory was fucking older men back then as well? There's a thing, and I think it's in this Turkey Tom thing I'm going to have to pull up here. So give me a second, and I'll read through the tweet from Turkey Tom. I actually don't want to read the forums on here just because I have issues with those people. But I'm going to, again, just go with benefit of the doubt and say what they were talking about is true. Because I think I don't need to argue whether it's valid or not to fucking talk about why it doesn't fucking matter, right? But here, the pyro rabbit hole never seems to end. A recent Kiwi Farms post alleges that he commissioned a 15-year-old to draw some fan art of his character. Another interesting piece to this puzzle. Lots of screenshots to back it up. Now, here's the problem with saying that, right? Kiwi Farms ran with a bullshit fucking... And look, dude, the guy's a piece of shit perfection. I don't know if anyone knows who he is. The guy's a fucking piece of shit. We've clowned on him nonstop. But Senpai's Home uploaded a video today. I don't agree with every point in it, but he does point out that Kiwi Farms ran with a story with forged, made-up fucking shit from another YouTuber who was pissed off at fucking perfection. So we got kind of an issue here, taking Kiwi Farms as a valid source, right? But let's address what they're saying. Let's go ahead and take it like it's serious, right? Aura, hello.
What's up?
Welcome to the stream, Aura. Welcome to the stream. You want to...
Huh?
Did you want to say something?
No, I continue listening.
I was taking my chance to drink my four loco because I was feeling very fancy in my fucking sweater with my.
You bought Four Loco today. It's just like, is that kind of a day? Like, really?
It's been that kind of a fucking week. It has though. It fucking has.
Yeah. I mean, Kiwi Farms has been been called by multiple commentators a gossip forum anyway, so I don't really know the legitimacy. And I think you were just saying that Senpai even brought up, they used fabricated evidence that Matt Black made against Perfection, calling him a pedo. So, but they presented it as a factual evidence until it was proven unfactual. So,
but let's go ahead and just assume what they're saying here is legitimate, right? Because I don't think that you even need to debunk it as being fake to say it doesn't fucking matter, right? So this person drew like this image for Pyrocynical, right? And Pyrocynical responded to them saying it's not even thick, right? Because it's pretty clear what Pyro is into, right?
Yeah.
He commissioned him for art, found out the person was 15, and the person released these furry fucking pics, right? Of his character, fat, and wearing underwear. I'm sitting there going, like, do you kind of see the nature of the image in general, right? Is this lewd? No. The next one's more lewd, but it's not pornographic, right? And that's a big one for me. It's not fucking pornographic. He did not commission a 15-year-old to do pornographic images, right? Because if he did, predatory fucking behavior, right? Predatory fucking behavior. But he fucking didn't. So I'm like, look, all you're proving is what I've already fucking said. The guy is a fucking creep. I'm perfectly fine saying that. I have no issues like saying he's a fucking creep. Like I'm okay with saying that and make your decision based on that.
I don't think anyone's really arguing morality, like no one's saying this is morally like good. Like so.
Well, I mean, that's the thing though. They are arguing morality, right? Because originally, yeah. My thing is like when you put out videos and you say, I prove it his guilt. Look, man, it's very easy for me to say I prove him is innocent because at the end of the day, right?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you actually have to prove someone's guilty for them to not be innocent. And you haven't done that. Like, you want to say, well, 16 is immoral to you. I mean, based on what? Mental fucking maturity. People are telling me, like, it's this massive fucking age gap. So I went to the fucking APA, and that's not true. So you're... I don't. Now, here's something else that was brought up, right? And let me see if I can find the actual thing here. I might need to actually just get to the tweet itself because someone had like messaged Turkey Tom and Turkey Tom had responded to it. So I think that one's pulled up separately. So give me a second. I got a lot of shit from fucking what's his face pulled up. Let's see. Here we go. So this is the next one. As part of this, as part of the same thread. Okay. God damn it. Never mind. Oh, wait, here it is. Sorry. Holy fuck. I just found Ivory Rasmus admitted to having sex, right? So this was already in the DMs between Ivory and Ida from Twitter. But even if he had sex, in what way does that matter? LOL. Or without me saying anything, can you say why it would matter or not? Just so I don't put words into your mouth.
No, like repeat all that just in case, so I can make sure I get everything analyzed.
So some person posted from the Reddit, right? Yeah. That in those messages you can see Ivory talking about how he's had sex with other people, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now Turkey Tom says, "Well, this was already in the messages. Why is that important? Do you know why it would be important?"
Because they're saying that Pyro could have engaged him sexually when Ivory is speaking sexually to everybody else. He's already sexually active. Is that why?
Pretty much, right? And I put this tweet out here. Ivory claims that Pyro groomed him. If anything, it shows Ivory was engaged in these activities well before he ever started to ERP with Pyro. Yeah. Also, that Pyro wouldn't have reason to assume someone openly talking about being sexually active is a minor, right? Because I'm not saying like that's conclusive fucking proof, but if we're arguing circumstantial evidence and just only going to keep arguing circumstantial evidence, okay, well, there's your circumstantial evidence. He wasn't willing to engage with,
Oh no, go ahead. Finish real quick.
Yeah, he wasn't willing to engage with a fucking 15-year-old. So Ida saying that he wouldn't fucking care, that's conflicting fucking stories right there. Okay.
Yeah.
And then you look at this shit, and I'm like, Ivory clearly was not groomed. If you're going to keep saying he was groomed, I'm sorry. Fuck that shit. Seriously, fuck that shit. Right? He was not groomed. He absolutely was not groomed, at least not by fucking Pyrocynical. Right?
Yeah. Because I think, what is it? The argument has like shifted from even that whole grooming thing, right? That it's moving to the whole flying him out. That's the whole thing, right? So that's kind of like where the issue lies now. That he wanted to fly Ivory out, and as far as I know, and then you can correct me if I'm wrong, they don't really say what they're going to do. They're going to hang out or some shit at a club or something, right?
Yeah. So here's, and just so I don't want to say anything incorrect here. He talked about getting him a fake ID, right? So that he could go out and get drunk and stuff, right? And go out to the club and party and shit, right?
Yeah.
My issue with that is, do you know why I actually got the Four Loko?
Was it to be to mock that shit? Is that why? Is that why you're doing it?
Because when I was fucking 15 years old,
yeah,
I drank alcohol.
Yeah,
I know. Shocking. You know what we used to do? We used to like hand someone $20 fucking, right? And then go inside, they buy something for like $10 fucking, and they keep the other 10.
Yeah.
Did you know that fucking kids like look for ways to? Did you know people have these parties, right, in high school where they invite people over and they get drunk? It's it's like totally just out of the fucking box. This shit has never fucking happened. And go fuck yourself if you're trying to run with that to prove something. Because I'm like,
I'm just trying to say too, because like it doesn't look good, right? It wouldn't look good, like, but that's circumstantial. Like, there's no implication that, or there's no like screenshot that says he's going to do anything like sexually with this guy. You know what I mean?
No,
I mean, unless as far as like, I just didn't see something. So you can correct me if I'm wrong on that. But just take your time. Just take your time.
Well, I mean, my thing is, yeah, you first off, it is just more circumstantial bullshit. But on top of that, and the thing is, I'm just going to go ahead and run with what you're saying here, because is it circumstantial? 100%. Is it proof that he wants to fuck the guy? No. But let's assume, right? Let's assume that that's where you're going to go with it, right?
Yeah.
You're literally arguing between a 3 to 4 year age gap in a group that does not show a massive fucking difference in mental maturity.
Yeah.
On age of consent. And see, it would actually be one thing if Ivory was from a state where they couldn't legally have sex, right?
Yeah.
And was flying him out to the UK, right?
Yeah.
I would even accept that and say, you know what? That feels like predatory behavior. We don't even have that.
Yeah, like, well, that's what I'm saying, because like it just got leaked out. Like, yeah, they're gonna get a fake ID to go to a club. Wouldn't if there was gonna be like some sexual intention, wouldn't that have been shown? You know, wouldn't it have been shown that like Pyro is like, oh yeah, and then like we can do what we RP'd about in real life or some shit. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, you just have to be careful,
something.
word that correctly, you know, because like you can't.
I'm sorry, but can you just imagine them doing that?
What?
You saw the nature of their fucking RP.
Dude, stop, no. Like, I was trying to make a point. You fucking destroyed it. That's gross, dude. Don't play.
But here's the thing, right? Like, part of their fucking RPs was like, I want to rub my sweaty moobs on you and fart on your face and shit.
I get it. I'm just saying, like, if they had evidence of that, or that would have been the point to like fucking crush Pyro. You know what I'm saying? So, and the reason I'm addressing that is because somebody said that they were going to fly him out there to fuck him. I'm like, you cannot, that's not provable. Like, that's your assumption. If it's a possibility, of course, like, I'm not going to say like that could not happen, but you can't say that's what his intention was. You really can't.
No, yeah, dude. I'm blown away by like. Here's the thing. I keep saying that when this first came out, you didn't have the evidence, right?
Mhm.
Now we're not even talking about the evidence of the 15-year-old and shit, right? And there are people like commenting on the video, right? And this is addressed to anyone who is leaving those comments. I did invite anyone who disagrees, watch the stream. I tagged all of these people right before TommyC was going off and tagging my fucking video, right?
Yeah.
Before because he retweeted my fucking video, like a photo of it next to Pyro losing subs. Before that happened, I tagged him. I was like, look, if you disagree with what I'm saying, you can hit me up privately and I will address everything that you have to go over.
Yeah.
I thought that was like the proper way of doing it because, look, I don't want to be accused of being a fucking clap chase or anything like that, right? If you actually have like legitimate point, I said we can keep it all private. I won't publish your fucking name on anything, right? Or we can do like a private voice chat. I'm not gonna fucking record fucking private voice chats and shit. I know some people do that. And it's fucking nasty to me. Plus, potentially it's illegal because certain states are like too fucking party, and I ain't fucking that stupid, right? But the point was, tell me where I have it wrong, right? Instead, we just have like pissant back and forth bullshit. But we're at the point where we're just expanding the fucking definition to a stupid degree. And I'm sorry, but like I do not take the fucking argument where a bunch of people online agree with me. Really? Really? That's your fucking point. You know, there's a bunch of people online that want to fucking get rid of cops entirely. Entirely. Right? There's people talking about how therapists should be banned because it's majority white. Like, Jasmine saw that shit and she was like, what the fuck are you talking about? People need help with their mental health.
Yeah.
But if you want to make that argument, well, there's a bunch of people who take issues with this shit. I'm sorry, but like, how is that a fucking argument, especially today? How is it an argument? Well, I got a bunch of people online who agree with me. I got a bunch of people online who agree with me too, you dumbass. Yeah. It's not proof of anything.
It's a big he said, she said. And the thing is like...
He said.
Yeah, know what I'm saying.
Don't misgender. Don't misgender.
I'm not misgendering.
We're not a misgendering.
That's the terminology.
We're pro-trans rights on this channel.
Okay. Anyway, did you make sure to tell everybody that we're not Pyro fans because that's important? Like,
I never watched any of Pyrocynical's videos.
So, like,
to be very clear, yeah. I've never watched a single. I still to this day have not watched a single video he has done.
I don't, dude. I've never subbed to him. I've never donated nothing. I may have seen a video, and I don't even know if it was him. Oh my god! This is like, what the hell?
Hey, what's up, guys? How's it going? You like my profile? I think it looks very dashing. I don't know about you guys.
Jesus. I think I got you beat.
Oh, god damn it! Yeah, you got me. You got me.
I'm not changing.
Ooh. So what's going on? What's going on with this pyro shit?
I'm at the point where I'm like, we went from you. I really look, man, and this is directly related to something TommyC said to me on Twitter. I'm going to pull up the tweet in a little bit, right? But Tommy goes, I never said it was proven by 100%. I said there's a 99% chance, which still means it's a chance. And all I can say to this is like, don't be a fucking pussy, dude. Right? Yeah. It's clear you fucking believe it. It's clear you believe it fucking happened. Right? If I say that you fucking believe it and you go, I said 99%, shove it up your ass, man. Like, seriously, you're older than I am. Grow the fuck up. Especially come from the man who talks about how children shouldn't be in commentary. But if they're going to be in commentary, we need to treat them like adults.
Jesus Christ.
Idiot.
These hot takes, man. These hot takes.
How do you hold all these thoughts together at once? Right? How do you do that at the same time? You jumped on to like legitimately. He's gonna say, "Oh, you never did that." You jumped onto plenty of false allegations before. You were forced to issue a fucking apology after one of them because it was bad. It was fucking bad, and you clearly haven't learned jack shit from it.
Yeah, I don't know. I think he willingly wanted to make that apology. Just saying. I don't think anyone forced him.
So,
but like,
wait, what did Tommy do again? Like, how did what the fuck is going on? Like, what did Tommy do? He made an apology to who? To Tom?
No, to Zapti. or Zaptai.
Yeah, that's Turkey Tom. Yeah.
No.
Actual
There was a
Zaptai.
YouTuber known as Zaptai who was accused of being a pedophile, right? And fucking
Huh?
well, this
What?
is way back. This is way back, right? But he
Yeah.
got canceled. He got fucking deplatformed. He
Oh,
got destroyed.
God.
I'm Alex, man.
Yeah,
Alex
yeah.
started it. It was his
Oh,
first
God.
victim. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro,
Yeah.
what is it with everyone on the internet wanting to call people pedophiles now? It's like, is that the main go-to thing for canceling someone?
Whoa, no. I didn't call him a pedophile.
Yeah.
I just said that I think he's a groomer. But I didn't say it was definitive he was a groomer. I just said the allegations of him being a groomer. There's some legitimacy to that. I know he couldn't define what grooming was, but I did help walk through that statement so he could clarify it better, because I do 100% believe everything that he has said is truthful.
There's a lot more context. I think I'm Alex called him like a sociopath. There's a lot of context, and I don't want to derail, but like, long story short, Zaptai ended up getting canceled. They harassed his like real life job. His shit got leaked. And Nick Diorio just dropped an interview with him yesterday, and it's a fucking great interview.
But, well, that's cool. I mean, if I had time, I'd probably look. How long is that? Like an hour? Like 45 minutes, 30?
It's like an hour. Yeah.
Honestly, though, son, I'm no joke. You should watch it because it's a great fucking interview, right?
Yeah.
It absolutely is. But you're talking about this is my issue, right? Especially for someone like TommyC who's jumped into this shit several fucking times. You think you would do a better fucking job. Instead, he just keeps pivoting away from one fucking topic to the next on this shit, right? To prove his fucking case. I'm like, dude, at the end of the day, just admit you don't have the fucking evidence. Right? You're making an argument. A bunch of people online agree with me. Hell of a fucking stance, man. Do you know that there's a whole movement online of fucking maps? I guess if they all get together and pedophilia is okay. Is that your fucking stance, you idiot? There's a bunch of people who agree with me. Fucking stupid.
That's the fucking majority thing is really stupid. I just think it's incredibly flawed. And if you run with that, Jesus Christ, come on. You got the super chat function up. That's nice. That's cool.
Okay,
good job.
let me adjust this really quick. I've made it as clear as I can.
What the hell?
I don't want to talk about my brother or his channel, right? I don't. If he's losing subs, look, the way he jumped into it was by doing a ton of fucking call outs, right? It's going to generate you a lot of clicks. He is trying to transition to doing something else now. I think the sub loss makes sense. Okay. Does that mean his channel's bad? Does that mean what he's doing is improper now? No, I've watched a couple of his videos. He's basically trying to transition to being a news channel, and all the respect to him, right? If that's what he wants to do, best of luck. But it's obviously going to impact his sub count. I don't think that reflects negatively on him. Okay. I'm trying to be respectful. He is my family. Okay. I know we've had issues and everything. I'm not willing to forgive a lot of the shit, but at the end of the day, I'm not going to take a cheap shot just for the sake of taking a cheap shot at him.
He's just saying we're leaving it off the internet. There we go. No internet shots.
Yeah. Obviously, I'm going to try to get real drunk on this one. So
yeah. You mind if I address that real quick? You know, I mean, he's not my family.
Okay,
I'll keep it classy. I'll keep it classy.
Please keep it classy, because my folks do watch my channel.
Yeah, no,
right?
it's fine. It's what happens when you use Kiwi Farms as your source, your main source. It helps for a bit, and then it just kind of goes downhill because most of this shit is gossip that gets debunked later, unfortunately. That's my stance on it. That's what I think.
I'm proud of both of you. Very good.
Thank you.
Okay, so back to the this whole thing about the 15-year-old and everything, right? Because Nicholas Diorio said something I do agree with, but I want to make it clear. It's not like the guy thinks I'm a good person. It's not like he agrees with my fucking points here. He doesn't, and he's addressing in the way that he's addressing it, right? Because we're going to read some of his tweets later that I do agree with. I just disagree on this one, right? But, not going to pretend there is an issue with an 18-year-old and a 15-year-old, or pretend that an 18-year-old is grooming a 15-year-old. Most places have R&J laws with a 4-year age gap here in the United States, because hardly anyone is disingenuous enough to pretend this is abnormal, except commentary. He responded saying the only person being disingenuous here is the one that's clearly removing the context related to why this is being talked about. If you can't see why his actions here are questionable in regards to the Ivory allegations, you're blatantly ignoring a pattern of behavior. My response to that was the only pattern of behavior that's being proved here is that he was not willing to engage with a 15-year-old sexually.
UK is weird.
Yeah, I mean, no,
All culture is weird.
Yeah,
Like
age of consent here is also 16.
no.
Oh yeah, certain states right have that.
30, like 34 states here.
Yeah.
Jesus, I had no idea.
But then on top of that, we also have R&J laws to protect age gaps of up to 4 years with a minor who's not at age of consent. So wrap your head around that one, dude.
It's also important to state that federal law is 18, but what's the rest of it, Crow? When you're done, when you have a moment, take your time.
You do this one. You handle this one.
Federal law for 18 is you cannot send sexual imagery / nudes to minors.
Christ.
If I'm not mistaken.
Yep, true.
Yeah, so that it doesn't cover, I think, sexual activity. I think that's what the age of consent in state law is. Federal law is,
it is specifically to stop the spread of child porn.
Yes. So that's important to note. It's not federal law is 18 and that's pieces of information that is being left out.
Yeah, look, I think I've been very thorough in debunking any illegality going on. Right now, to be clear here, there is something that's potentially illegal, and that's trying to get this person a fucking fake ID, right? To get them alcohol and shit and go out to the club with them.
The law is fucking weird.
I've done that to myself. I went out and I drank and I got into bars when I wasn't like of legal age to go into bars before. So I look at it and I go like, that's a weak argument. That's a really weak argument. You want to say it's proof of anything? No. And the thing is, I went to my older friends so that they could get me into these places. I
low-key hate this pyro shit, dude. I've learned so much weird shit about the law that I never wanted to fucking know. I'd rather have thought all of America was 18. Like, the fuck? There's 34 states that is 16. I had no idea until, looking into this shit.
I didn't either. Because, you're from Florida where it's 18, right?
Yeah.
I lived in California my entire life where it's 18. See, if we're going to have R&J laws over here, my response would be make 18 age of consent, but have the R&J laws because, look, at the end of the day, we put in fucking 18-year-olds into school with 14-year-olds where they spend all their time together, right? They're going to develop those friendships and those relationships, and it's not abnormal. It's just not. That's why we protect them under R&J. In fact, the only time I've seen an R&J law actually get stricken down in terms of the courts is when they only wanted to have it for heterosexual relationships. And I can't remember the exact state behind it, but they were like, it's okay if it's a boy and a girl. It's not okay if it's a boy and a boy. Yeah. Like that to me.
Is there any evidence of Pyro supporting the false ID plan?
I mean, he talked about it with him. So I would say he probably did.
The fake ID was to get, I don't know if this has been addressed, but the fake ID was to get into the club, not to fly, because Ivory himself said that you can fly alone. You just need parental consent or permission to be able to fly. So I didn't really know that.
Were his parents okay with this?
Dude, because here's the thing. No one knows where the parents were during all this crazy shit and these crazy plans he was hatching. I
mean, if the parents were going to be okay with him flying, I just like, what?
Isn't that a thing? Yeah. Go ahead.
But I mean, I want to go hang out with my 20-year-old friend. They're like, whatever. And dude, my parents wouldn't let me fucking leave the house and stay out all night when I was that age. So I'm like, chill fucking parents, I guess. What the fuck? Yeah, but no, my dad would get pissed off if he found that I was staying up too late when I was fucking 17, right? I would literally sneak onto the fucking computer and play fucking World of Warcraft at 3 a.m. I never had parents that were okay with me just doing whatever the fuck I wanted. But Anyways, I have so many tweets pulled up and stuff related to TommyC, and I'm trying to find the first one. I think this is it. So this was his first final statement to all the Pyro fanboys, right?
Okay.
Anyway, the thing is, I got told by Aura not to be a condescending prick, right?
It was literally a joke. Did you not read the second half?
No, I didn't. I thought you were being very truthful there.
No. I said, why do you gotta be so condescending? This is why no one wants to talk to us.
Crow condescending? Never. Come on,
No,
man.
Tommy are alike.
What are you talking about?
Him and Tommy are alike. They're so
Are
fucking
they?
alike, dude. They really
No,
are.
we're not. We're
Yeah, you
fucking
are.
not.
Dude,
Nah.
watch his meltdowns. Did you watch his stream like I told you?
I've
You do
never
the same
seen-
thing.
I've never
I-
seen this stream.
I
Well,
did.
actually, no,
Did you
I
see the-
do. I just don't.
I
stick
did.
around
I
through all
saw
of
it. Okay, I saw
That's
it.
you. That's you, dude. You're exactly the same. That's all. I was like, this is why. And then like you see when I'm saying like,
I
hey,
told
Crow, calm
her
down. Like,
comment.
no.
I thought Tommy was the most chill and level-headed of the commentary community.
Dude.
Because he was older, right? He's like what,
No.
35 or something?
Oh no!
That's
He
what I
goes
thought.
harder than any of the fucking kids do.
Holy shit.
Hold
Okay.
on. Kayla, this is a direct message to you.
Crow, you
Yeah.
go tell me, please.
Unblock me on Twitter. I want to tag you and stuff, and I can't. And
Yes,
I'm
you
not
do.
even tweeting stuff that's political anymore.
Yes, you did. You did
Well,
tag her.
it was snarky.
No, you did tag her. Like I saw you tagged her. You were able
Well, yeah,
to.
well, I copied and pasted Steve DeLive's YouTube tags, and he tags Kayla, but I can't see anything that she says. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Kayla. Unblock me.
No, you don't do that. 'Cause
Damn.
then it gives her fuel to not unblock you. Your reactions are stupid, bro. Don't feed into it.
Okay. All right, guys. Since we have so many people in the chat, honestly, see, here's the thing about the hookah and the alcohol and everything. I'm in a much better mood than I normally am talking about this stuff. But guys, if you can do me a favor, follow me on Twitter. There's my
Jesus
Twitter
Christ.
handle.
See Crow 90.
With an E. That's the
Not a
important
cloud
thing.
chaser.
Not a cloud chaser at all. No. Not at all.
How old
Okay,
is Tommy C? Tommy C's like 35, 45, something like that.
I want to say 40s, but I really don't know. I really don't know, to be honest.
He's boomer age.
I'm
He's pretty old.
I'm legit a Tommy fan, dude. I'm legit a Tommy.
I don't mind his content. He seems pretty based and red pilled.
Yeah.
If I may,
Well,
say
No,
that.
look, again, I don't mind that he's opinionated. I mind that he's opinionated and talking like he's proving shit. Like he's talking like the Turkey Tom video, he just dropped a 3-ton nuke on this guy. And I'm like,
I think it's more him just being a hype man or something. I
know.
I guess that's his thing. Like,
dude, I'm a what is it? I'm a member to his channel. I fucking support his Patreon.
Yeah. I think I've seen you
support his
around. Yeah.
Patreon.
Yes, dude, that's where you okay, let me tell you something. All right. Tommy C was an inspiration for your fucking channel, big time. Your Patreon as well, because he's the one that did the $1 a month thing. You
Wait,
know?
I thought that was your idea, sir.
No, dude, that's not my idea. That's Tommy's idea.
We ripped off Tommy C.
Yes,
Oh my god.
Dude, the
No.
entire format of this fucking show, The Couch Crows, was inspired by Tommy C. What are you talking about?
There's so much you've never told me about my own channel, sir.
I fucking love Tommy C. Yeah, about your own channel. That's it. For people who don't know, this is why I'm half owner. Like I forced Crow to make this shit.
Okay. Let me read through the entire response, right? The fact that you're not responding is quite telling. Someone like posted the comment. I think it's on Twitter here, so I'll see if I can read that, right? But respond to what? You're biased. That's it. That is all you have. Newsflash: my credibility is irrelevant to this case. You have to show that Ivory is a liar. It's a typo. You can't. Nobody can. And my issue there is you also can't show that he's telling the truth.
That's yeah.
I mean, like you're
So
how
Pyro's
does that
guilty.
make sense?
Yeah,
How does
guilty until proven innocent, dude. Like it's whatever.
I was so I was so fucking sarcastic. So I like quote tweeted this. And I was like, breaking. You don't actually have to prove anyone's guilt. It's on the accused to prove their innocence.
Yeah.
And if you disagree with this, you're a Pyro fanboy. LOL.
I didn't even notice that. It's like fucking there was so much shit going on, dude. Like whatever.
Dude, yeah, it was on all weekend. Okay, so if you could, there was a pot of YouTube gold out there for you or any YouTuber. You have nothing. YouTubers know it. And judging by Pyro Social Blade, the people know it too.
That's the biggest problem I have. That's why him and I even engaged. Like,
It's such a weak argument, dude.
it has nothing to do with numbers, dude. This is like people's fucking livelihoods. What are you talking about? Like, I don't know why the subs come into fucking play.
I mean, like, to be honest with you, right? If you found out that this guy you thought was like a cool, genuine fucking commentator is into fat, furry Dragonkin Vor, where he talks about how he wants to fart on people and smell their fucking farts and shit, I I think that would cause you to lose subs. Kind of like when people found out that iDubbbz was a fucking cuck. They all sat there and they said, well, fuck this, I'm out. Right? Did he do anything illegal or criminal or anything even immoral? No. They found out he was like a fucking cuck and they didn't want to fucking watch his content anymore.
Random dude is talking to you.
Sorry.
I'm the guy that made the original Pyrocynical as innocent thread. I'm glad you're covering all this.
I'm sorry. There's a lot of people chatting today. I normally try to engage with y'all and I'll try to read your comments a little bit more. I apologize because that's kind of one of the purposes of the show is to actually read what you guys are saying. I'm the guy that made the original Pyrocynical is innocent thread. I'm glad you're covering all this. You're doing God's work, bro. No, don't say I'm doing God's work. I'm not. First off, Allah, Muslim. But
really, Crow?
It's the same God. Like people don't get that. It's the same God. We actually believe in Jesus. Did you know that? We just think Jesus was a prophet.
Hallelujah. That's great.
Yeah. But as far as like this goes, right? Look, I read through the Pyrocynical is innocent thread. There's a lot of stuff I disagreed in there, right? That's why I didn't jump all over claims and accusations. I saw some of those in there. I looked at it. Some of it just didn't add up, right? Like Pyrocynical stopped as soon as he knew what his actual age was, being 16. Like it looks like they continued on talking and everything. At a certain point, it did end, right? To my knowledge, it did anyways. Mm-hmm. I mean, it had to have at this point. But
if it didn't then, it did now.
My point is, right? I'm not going to just jump onto someone saying, this proves it didn't happen, or this proves it did happen, right? Look, I could easily pull out stuff that only verified what I'm saying and just run with that, right? Because I'm going to address all of it. I'm going to give you my opinion on it. But at the end of the day, the issue here is it's always been, what's your opinion on the guy? It literally is. Do you think he did this stuff or do you not think he did this stuff? Because you haven't proven it. And look, that's one of the reasons why I started talking about the Turkey Tom video, right? Because originally I dropped this. I'll read that super chat in a second. Originally, when I talked about this, it was, look, I disagree with what I'm seeing here, right? I just did. I said, like, look, nothing's being proven here. I disagree with it. But the reason why I went so hard on the Turkey Tom video was he said in his Google Doc, proving Pyrocynical's guilt. Okay? That was what my main issue was. And the further I dig into it, there's a lot of issues I have there. When Turkey Tom says 5 things need to happen to prove he didn't know his age, I said, well, first off, we're talking about 15 or 16. Okay? Because we're talking about 15. It's literally just you only need one thing to prove he didn't know his age at 15, which is an amoral person who doesn't give a shit about Ivory's age then, doesn't give a shit about Ivory's age now, would have gone out of their way to notify their friend that they were talking to someone who was 15. Something that they saw no issues with, personally, right? I would notify Aura if someone who he was chatting with was 15, right?
Yep.
Aura would notify me because we know that that's wrong. We know it's improper. Obviously, we're older and everything, right? Mm-hmm. This girl doesn't give a shit. So if that's your evidence of it, I'm sorry, it doesn't work. Now, as far as 16, I said, yeah, he fucking knew. I don't see any way you can go around that because it's literally there in the chat. You can see where he links his Twitter profile where it says 16. And my big issue here is everyone talks about how he's so open with his age. Then you should be able to find me the fucking message to fucking Pyro where he's talking about being 15.
Or it should have been able to be provided by the guy. That's why I'm like, stuff isn't adding up.
Yeah.
And that's not good enough, for certain people. I'm like, you got to keep it open because I don't think the guy is lying. He could be lying, right? But I don't think he's telling the truth about everything.
Well, are you saying that TommyC is straw manning and not addressing what people are saying to him? Because I find that highly believable.
I was kind of addressing Ivory, but yeah, sure, do whatever you say.
No. The comment I fucking highlighted. Sorry.
Oh shit, I can't.
He just didn't respond to most of my statement as just creating a straw man. Dude. Welcome to my issue with this, right? And look, if it's TommyC's opinion, right, that the guy is a groomer, fine. If it's TommyC's opinion that the guy's a pedo, fine. It's your opinion, but you haven't fucking proven that. If it's your opinion that fucking sub-loss means you've proven your point and that's completely factual, well, that spits in the face of everybody who faced cancel culture and was innocent. Pro
Yeah.
Jared.
Zap tie. Zap tie. Like that's what, dude. That's why I brought up, the sub count thing. I'm like, Zap tie lost subs.
Well,
And,
more to the point, right? Because I don't know if I have this clip specifically pulled up because I have a couple of them pulled up from him. But he mentioned that at the end of the day, what he did was he still chatted with a 15-year-old. And that's like, okay, but Pro Jared did the same thing. Yeah. It's clear that the person lied about their age. He just has proof to show that.
Fucking Ethan Ralph. So did Ethan Ralph, and no one says this fucking thing.
Well, my point is, right? If Pro Jared did not have the message to clear his name,
yeah,
you'd still be dragging that guy saying that he was chatting with a minor. He just happened to save it.
Let me restate that. Ethan Ralph was not like talking to a 15-year-old. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, let me clear that up real quick. Yeah. Let me think if I can remember this. Supposedly, I'll use that word too, right? That he had groomed this girl who was 17. Sen, correct me if I'm wrong. I think you know more about it.
No, that's the rumor in there. 17 and was groomed and whatnot. I do want to point out that the sneaky thing people do, right, is that even when they found out that Ralph's girlfriend was 18, they went ahead and they continued to call her a teenager, right? So when you say teenager, you think underage immediately. So I just wanted to point that out there. When you continuously call someone a teenager, I don't know if people are aware, but your mind will go to minor. That's why it's, they're like, well, no, technically 18 is a teenager. It's in the name. That's what they do. It's so.
I have to read the super chats because I said I would. Here's 5 more of you. 10. Wait to keep up the good work. Situation sticky as Iris Web of Chambers of Secrets. I don't know what that is. But thank you. It may be the alcohol, maybe the hookah, maybe a combination of both. Who knows? You can't prove it though. This story has a problem, a distinct lack of evidence. So we need more evidence to prove what really happened. True. Like I'm all for it. And look, I've already said, if you can prove this shit, I will immediately do a video in which I'll say the guy's a fucking predator. Because to me, 15 is just that's predatory. You're outright going out and you're breaking the law to engage sexually with a person under the age of consent. That is fucking predatory behavior. 100%.
Kayla says, do we remember Onision who moved 16-year-olds into his house? Tommy, remember that shit? Onision moved these fucking kids into his house and shit. I think he met up with some of them in hotels where it was legal to actually like fucking engage with them.
Well, the thing was, he moved these people into areas where it would be age of consent because they were from areas where it wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the accusations is the person's like 18, or sorry, the age of consent where they live was 18. So, and I don't know where Onision lives, it is 18 or 16, but he moved them over to an area, met them in a place where age of consent would be 16, and engaged with them sexually, right? I'm not going to state exactly what happened. I think everybody knows. My point is, to me, that's fucking predatory. You're going out of your way to break the fucking law.
Yeah.
Right? To me, I'm okay saying that. That is fucking predatory behavior. This isn't. I expect people to obey the fucking law. If you're not obeying the fucking law, call it out. We don't have we don't have laws specifically about grooming. They do have them in the UK, right? So if you're saying you've proven that he's a fucking groomer, I'm sorry, but this whole thing where it would never hold up in court, blah, blah, blah. Call the fucking cops.
Allegedly allegedly on the hotel, by the way.
Okay.
Just to be safe.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
But I think at this point, Onision is enough of a public figure because he's getting his own TV show, so we can say whatever we want about the guy. We can literally say the guy fucks goats at this point. Just say he's a public figure. I heard it somewhere.
Well, you all heard when I tried to save him, and he said no. Like, looking, that's like,
no, but you get what I mean. You get what I mean, right?
Yeah.
Allegedly, 100%, right?
100%, 0% truthful. Whatever you say. God damn, you are slamming that shit hard tonight.
I slam it hard every night, and Jasmine's like on my ass about it. Okay. So I'm biased. Does that change the fact he tried to fly a 16-year-old kid over to England? No, it doesn't. Okay. Age of consent, where that kid lives and where Pyrocynical lives. It does not change not one single unsub. Like you'll find he keeps talking about the subscriber count, right?
Yeah.
Yada yada. The facts are Pyro is in trouble, not because I or anyone is biased. I mean, it could be that you've claimed groomer, and most people hear groomer and they immediately think pedophile, and nobody wants to be subbed to a guy that is being called a groomer and a pedophile. And I've no offense. I know Tommy danced around it by saying, I don't think he's a pedophile, but I think there's a solid case he's a groomer. While also saying that he definitively believes everything that Ivory has said is truthful.
I think he took an issue with you saying that, actually.
Oh, we'll get to that shit. Don't worry. Don't worry. I got the clip pulled up so we can play it in full and you can listen to his own fucking words.
Okay.
Yeah. Where are we? It's because of the way he handled this on Reddit. You know what, bitch? We'll read through the fucking Reddit post. You're only bitching about my presentation. Changing that is never going to help Pyro now. LOL. Oh, it's not changing. I mean, what is this? New York Times? It's shot from the point, bitch. Man, can you just imagine that this was his attitude about Zaptai too? Right? This is his fucking attitude about that too. I like it because you think that you would have a different perspective. Obviously, you haven't learned shit, right? And I think that's kind of telling about your behavior when people are pointing out your bias and shit. The reason why fans are unsubbing is the fact that Pyro's behavior makes them uncomfortable. True. Right? Because look, I will flat out say this. I'm sure that he's lost plenty of subs related to him being a fucking furry dragonkin and being into people fucking farting on him and smelling fucking farts and shit. I 100% believe that is his behavior. That is what he's into, and it makes people very uncomfortable. And they don't want to be subscribed to a guy who's into that.
But 4 million are still there too, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I know, right? Like, here's the thing. This has been going on for like over a month now. Mm-hmm. Over a fucking month now.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's why subs doesn't fucking matter.
Right?
Lion Maker had a lot of subs when he was convicted of being a pedophile. Like,
no. You want a better fucking argument against this stupidity that he's putting out there? Mm-hmm. Fucking Kiwis. When he was outed as going out. 17 and 12. 18 and 13. 19 and 14, exchanging nudes with someone who is clearly under the age of consent, way beyond anything that RNJ laws would cover, right? When he was called out for it, he had less than 100,000 subs, to my understanding. The guy's at 4 fucking million now, right? Right, a ridiculous amount, right? I might be wrong on the exact total. My point is, the guy literally admitted to taking fucking child porn and has more subs now. Your fucking argument about subs is stupid, irrelevant, idiotic, and just completely brain damaged, man. That people are not agree with me. So is Kiwis gaining all these subs proof that people are okay with fucking pedophilia? I need to know this, right? Because you're gonna make a statement like this, right? It has to actually hold water. It doesn't. God damn it. It frustrates the shit out of me that he actually thinks it is a relevant thing to keep bringing up. And he does. And this dumbass fucking wanted to talk about my fucking... Sorry, not talk about my video. Take a photo of my fucking video and put it next to Pyrocynical sub count as if it proves jack shit.
How did you interpret that, by the way?
I interpret it as TommyC being fucking brain damaged.
Really? I interpret it as like, because the title of the video is Turkey Tom swings again and misses, and Turkey Tom is still innocent. I think that's the one. And then right next to it is the sub loss. So I'm like, oh, that means he's losing. And I think that's when I commented. I'm like, sub loss doesn't really prove guilt. Like,
I think that's a fair statement, given what he's saying over in this comment, right? The reason, so he talks like the reason why fans are unselling. Yeah. Prove Ivory made it all up, and you will get them back. No, like he doesn't.
It's not about the subs, bro.
If that's your argument, you know what Pyrocynical needs to do? Shut the fuck up and come back in 6 months. He's not going to lose that many subs. He'll go back to making fucking videos. He'll gain more subscribers. People are just going to forget all about this shit. And no disrespect here, but when you are consistently fucking wrong and you're one of people leading the fucking charge against this guy, people are going to bring up the fact that you have been consistently fucking wrong. Consistently fucking wrong. They're going to take every single argument. How about I take literally every fucking argument you make and I just say, well, yeah, you called the fucking Pro-Jared thing wrong. You called the fucking Zaptai thing wrong. You called the fucking, what else? This Lazo thing? Fucking, how many times have you been fucking wrong, dude?
Did he?
I just won't address any more of your arguments. I'll just say you've been consistently fucking wrong anytime you have jumped onto a situation.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
I'm just saying it's not fair. It doesn't prove anything. It doesn't prove that your argument is incorrect here. But I can fucking do it. I can fucking do it. I can point out that you've been consistently fucking wrong. Does that make your argument any less relevant? No, but I'm sure a lot of people would just take that and say, yeah, this guy's a fucking idiot. Why would I listen to him? Tommy.
I was gonna say, because like on the Slazo situation, I don't remember where he even was on that, but would you really say he's actually like spearheading everything?
Let me be clear.
Mm-hmm.
I was just throwing out names there. So Slazo thing, right? I'm on some stuff right now. Fuck off, right? You get my point, though, right? He has been consistently wrong when he jumps onto these accusations, right? Now, does he walk it back later? Does he do the whole redemption thing arc? Yeah, he does. But to me, that's just proof that you're willing to fucking be wrong, say things that are incorrect, and then just make more content when they get proven innocent and just double fucking dip.
Yeah, I mean, like, people make mistakes, like, what is it? He got fooled by the fucking, the E-Fame song. We got fooled by the E-Fame song. We didn't notice it was 2016.
I admitted to it. And look, at this point, you know what I said? The E-Fame song is catchy as all shit, right? It really is. E-Fame. 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 It's perfect. I love it. Honestly, if he wants to do fucking songs for a SoundCloud, the dude should, like, I'll give Ivory like a little fucking tip. I know it's not the best fucking look, but like at this point, I think people have fucking made up their minds on this shit. Monetize the E-Fame song. Like monetize it. Literally get like 2 other people and just like when you do the E-Fame, and then go like E-Fame, E-Fame, E-Fame.
Are you telling him to do an E-Fame remix? Like,
yes, I fucking dude. If you do that, I will go onto your fucking SoundCloud. I'll fucking buy that song. I don't care. I will fucking buy that song. I'll play on my fucking iTunes and shit. I will fucking do that because it is honestly catchy, dude. Why not? Like, fucking monetize that shit, dude.
We gotta mention we're probably not Pyro fans. There's a trigger warning. Yeah, that's true. I'm a TommyC stan, not a Pyro stan. Ironically enough.
The funny thing is, you actually told me, why don't you watch a Pyrocynical video? And then if you actually like what he says, not only do I have to watch a video every day from Pyrocynical, I have to I have to see one of those fucking fat furry fucking boar images he was sharing. I was like, I
there's so much context you're leaving out. Like,
I know.
Like, no, I said if we do get proven wrong, I'm like, that should be like your like penalty or whatever. It's like you should just sub to Pyro and watch all his content, like fucking all this.
You told me though, I'd also have to look at an image of that furry dragon kid.
You have to RP with him for a month. Like, that's how
the Pyrocynical challenge.
Yeah, if you get proven wrong, Ivory, this is your chance. Make this man a fool. This one over here. Yeah, there you go. Okay, and then, like, show all the shit, and then like this guy will have to RP with Pyro while knowing he's guilty. Oh, that'll piss him off.
Oh, God. I think I'd have to commit seppuku.
Oh,
I think I'm obligated to commit seppuku at that point.
I can't even spell that.
Seppuku. Seppuku.
Like you made that up.
No, bitch. It's fucking Romanji. I know my fucking shit. I'm a fucking weeb. I know my shit, dude. Fucking question me. Fucking.
Do you know the next point you want to make?
Yes. This is his other final response. So we probably need like another couple more. Because he was still talking about this yesterday.
Diorio
I think I
replied to you?
yesterday. Huh?
Did Diorio? Sen said that Diorio replied to you. I don't know if he's asking.
He replied to me on the thing where he called me disingenuous for leaving out the context, and I was like, well, I mean, no, it's just I would take that completely fucking differently than you would, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if he responded to me somewhere else, which is perfectly fine. But look, Diorio, actually, to Diorio's credit here, because I know you said he's an idiot and everything. Fine. Look, I think it's idiotic the way that he's taking that one way and not taking it the other way. But I'm sure that he feels differently, right? Oh, he tweeted at me tweeted at you 11 minutes ago. Or while I play the video, you want to help me look that up?
Yeah, sure, dude.
Probably in my notifications, but you know how fucking lazy I am.
Yeah, dude. I was like, it's your fucking tweet. You could find it faster than I could. Hold on, I got it.
No, all he said is I'm not reading this.
You sent him something?
No.
I love it. I love that response. Fucking fucks with you. I'm not reading this.
You clearly did, dude.
No, he probably looked at it and like I wouldn't read it either. I hate your paragraphs, dude. Like fucking, it's like, he like fucking sends me his threads. It's like
I was like, all good, but you're not tagged in it. What the fuck are you doing?
No, dude. That's why I got so frustrated with these long ass threads. I'm like, Crow, you can make like little video responses, right? I was like, you could just say the things on a little clip.
Hold on. I said like, okay, no. Bruh, if you disagree with what I'm saying, you can literally just tell me. But this is like the 4th or 5th time you've hit me up to say you wouldn't hit me up with something to say. I mean, what do you... Oh man, okay. Look, here's the thing, right? I'm actually okay being proven wrong here, right? Because I don't want to be defending someone who is a predator. Okay. I fucking do not want to do that. Okay. Yeah. We've done plenty of videos exposing fucking predators on this fucking show, right? People who are confirmed that there's no fucking doubt about, right? People have admitted to fucking doing it, right? I have no issues with that. But like, if you can't, then I got to fucking call out. And actually, I agree with one of the things that he has said in regards to the situation, because we were going back and forth with fucking TommyC. I want to say it was yesterday, because I remember it was at the time I was putting up Christmas decorations, because I'm a lazy bitch and I still have some of my Halloween shit up.
It was yesterday, yes, Crow. It was last night. It was late as fuck.
I think it was 1 a.m, so that was this morning, actually.
Probably.
You can't seem to figure out, because I don't think you're very bright, is that most people find it disgusting, whether it's legal or not, whether he was in a not safe for worker server or not, and even if he lied, which can't be proven.
Can't be proven. He's telling the truth at it, but keep going, man.
A 20-year-old guy flying a 16-year-old boy out to fuck him in England.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. You can't prove that. You can't prove that, dude.
It's okay. It's okay. He's still got more to go. He's still got more. Remember, everybody else is an idiot. TommyC knows what he's talking about.
Whether that's 100% legal in both states, I can't just sit there and go, being the father of 2. Oh yeah, it's totally okay. I don't care what the law is. Most people find that disgusting, and that's
well. And look, man, just to say something nice to him, right? I think you're a good father if you don't want your children engaged in relationships like this at the age of 16. I don't think that makes you a bad father, right? I think that that's what you should do if you're being a good father, right? I'm perfectly fine saying that, but to say that people of that age don't fucking have sex and shit, like, what do you want me to say? Like, dude, I had sex when I was fucking 16. Well,
thanks for
actually, you know what? I'm a liar. I didn't have sex. I got the fucking hand job at 16.
Good job, Crow. Thank you for letting me know. I'm so glad.
I gotta be honest. I gotta be honest about everything, because someone could like fucking call me out and go like, he was a virgin when he was.
Who cares this shit? Like, fucking, what are you talking
about? Show me the proof. Show me the proof.
Oh my god.
I'm just poking fun. That's all. That's all.
All right.
That's all. I'm just poking a little fun.
That's why Pyro. The other major reason he's losing is because he completely misled his audience, and Turkey Tom poked holes through that. I never said, and you're lying, I never said that it's impossible to Pyro. No, I said it's implausible.
Sorry. You disingenuous fuck. You said it is 99% certainty that he knew.
Yeah, what is he talking about there exactly? Because I'm a little lost on that one.
So people are saying, like, you said that he clearly knew, and he goes, I said 99% certainty that he knew, and you're a liar for misrepresenting what I said. Bitch, if it makes you feel better, I'll call you fucking Mr. 99%. Okay? Fucking Mr. 99%. Good for fucking you.
Yeah.
I think everybody kind of knows what you're fucking doing, right? Yeah, disingenuous as fuck. Thank you, Kayla. I'm leaving that up. Oh man. Actually, I want to read through the Pyrocynical Reddit.
Completely to go look up the word, and I think it's implausible.
Ooh, look at Beck's lens.
Considering his own girlfriend knew how old he was.
Oof. Wasn't his girlfriend at the time. See, that's my issue. Like, I keep saying that because you keep trying to say it was his own girlfriend. He must have known. That's why I keep bringing it up. And then people go like, well, they were close. They were friends. I go like, yeah, but she wasn't his girlfriend. So why are you phrasing it like that? Because it sounds worse. Right?
Yeah.
It sounds worse. But look, at the end of the day, it was his friend, right? Mr. 99%. It was his friend who gave two shits about all of it, who didn't care, who still to this day doesn't see any issues with it, right? Yeah. You're trusting that person would then make a moral decision and say, hey, I don't take this the wrong way. Some people might take this the wrong way, so I wanted to let you know. But I told Ivory you'd be totally fucking down.
You know you got a super chat, right? Did you read it?
Wait, which super chat?
The Chosen Reborn guy.
Hold on. The only super chat I see is the one talking about the DA Talks thing. That's the only one on my Streamlabs.
There's one right here. I'll read it since you can't read it.
Thank you.
TommyC called Britt Bong a pedophile and a child porn distributor, but the cops came to his house and they found nothing. I don't know anything about that, actually. I've heard about that, but I never
I'll give you an easy one. TommyC called fucking Lieutenant Cobra, a 15-year-old, a pedophile.
Did he call him a pedophile?
Or something like it, or told me he wanted him to get hit by a car or something. It was like the guy's 15, said something stupid, like called his 3-year-old son a Nazi. Guys, correct me if I'm wrong here, if you know the situation, right?
I don't know. I think, Lieutenant Cobra called Just Destiny, I think it was Just Destiny, a nunce, which is the British slang for pedophile. And then it led up to some whole crazy bullshit. And Keemstar got involved, blah, blah, blah. But he went off on Lieutenant Cobra because I believe on a Halloween video, Lieutenant Cobra was making a joke or called his son a Nazi. And then, yeah, it did not end well. He went off on this fucking kid and told him to die or some shit like that.
I mean, but okay, all right. So thank you. I'm just bringing up in the sense TommyC says some shit to kids, right? That you would not fucking say to a kid, period. Right?
Yeah.
But to be fair, none of it's sexual, so I guess it's okay to tell a 15-year-old that you want them to fucking die and get hit by a car.
I don't know. I don't know, dude.
Yeah, that didn't sound right coming out of my mouth, so I don't know.
I'll just sit here and shut the fuck up, dude. Because it happened, but I'm just like, oh, Tommy, no. I fucking love you, Tommy. No.
Tommy called Lieutenant Cobra a Nazi. Okay.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
The fuck, man. I don't know, man. These people are fucking stupid. Okay, I see this super chat here. I need to rig my national election so I can change the national anthem to "This is my land, not your land." Okay, all right. My point is dude, TommyC, the way that he engages with people that are minors is very inappropriate. And I think that maybe you need to change your stance to say that just because kids are allowed into fucking commentary, you're going to treat them like adults because they should be held to the same standards. It doesn't really work out with what you're saying here about Ivory. Just saying, buddy. I mean, maybe you don't feel that way, but come on.
He's got shit, not shit against him, but people throw accusations his way too, man. And it's uncalled for. They call him Tommy CP and shit, and for baseless shit. And I think what is it? One time on I want to say Warski show, and all them they were saying that Tommy let his kid choke, and they showed shit completely out of context, and then they cut it off, and people were thinking Tommy.
I remember that shit because you told me about it when way back.
Yeah, dude, and they took it completely out of context, and people were saying that Tommy let his kid choke, and he had to clear it up. But I'm like, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, it's the same kind of bullshit. It's out of context stuff. They misled things. I'm not saying he did that purposefully, but it's dangerous, is what I'm saying. People were thinking Tommy let his kid choke.
No, like, look, the thing is, this is why I hate these ideas. Is just you're going to make the accusation, then point to people being upset with you as proof that it's real, right?
Yeah.
I don't think it works that way. And to be clear, right? Because I've made this as clear as I can with people, right? If you disagree with something TommyC is saying, I know he's being a prick to people, right? Address the argument. If you want to take a shot at him because he took a shot at you, I'm okay with that, right? Just don't be fucking stupid with it. Don't.
They also said that he liked to piss in kids' mouths.
The
and they made they made a complete bullshit accusation. They did. They were like baseless shit against Tommy. So that's what I'm saying. Like, he's been through the shit himself. So
okay, guys. If anyone can prove that Ivory, right, did inform Pyrocynical, right? Not you can basically assume it, which is not evidence. But if you can prove, like, show me a message of him with fucking Pyrocynical where he tells you, I am 15, right? I'm 15 years old, into a chat, and Pyrocynical keeps engaging. I will do a cover of the E-Fame song, right? Yeah. Which is gonna be tough because it's only like 30 seconds long. But I will get someone to write an entire thing about E-Fame, and I'll fucking sing it, and I'll put on my fucking channel. I'll do it on a goddamn live.
You should dress up like a dragon. A fat one, and sing the E-Fame song and make a music video. Yeah, I think that'll do it.
Do an entire stream as a fucking dragon.
Eating fucking nerds, like Wonka nerds and shit. Like, fucking, you should do that. Oh wait, you're diabetic. Never mind. Don't do that. Don't eat nerds.
Yeah, dude. Everybody knows my favorite candy is fucking Sour Heads. You bitch. And gummy worms and Sour Patch Kids and anything with Haribo on it. I fucking love Haribo candy. Okay, but look, there's like 11 more seconds of this shit.
It's implausible. Is it impossible? No, but it doesn't matter because people find what he did disgusting on Reddit and with that plane ticket, and that's what you don't understand.
I mean, thing is, I do understand it. I'm just saying, like, morality is subjective. There are people who don't have an issue with it too. So, are they wrong? Are they right? No, it's a subjective. It's a subjective question about morality. I pulled up the APA where they say that there's not this massive fucking difference in mental maturity between these age groups. We specifically protect 4-year age gaps in many states over here under R&J laws, right? And again, age of consent. Now, look, man, just because Ivory's at age of consent, if you showed me like Pyrocynical right now at the age of, what is he, like 23, 24 years old? And he's trying to hook up with 16-year-olds shit. I think that's fucking wrong. Like, I personally feel that's fucking wrong. Right?
Yeah.
But no, 4-year age gap to me, that don't mean shit. Right? I'm sorry, it just fucking doesn't. Anyways, I wanted to pull this up. Let me see if I can find it. It is the Reddit Pyrocynical thing. And we're going to read through the entire thing, right? Because it's very easy to look at this and just say, this is all fake. This is all lies, right? And people have said, like, the entire thing is just complete lies, misinformation and shit. So let's go by it point by fucking point, right? Because I think people are just, like, full of fucking shit. Or they're looking at it and they're just jumping the fucking gun. Hey, gamers. Okay, I can clearly see that's a fucking lie.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I never trust anybody with the dear gamers, like, ever. Somebody messaged me saying if we'll play the part where Tommy goes off on that stream chat thing.
Oh, from the most recent one. If you got the, I got a clip in like 4 minutes because I wanted to highlight something that he said there. Right, about how Pyrocynical's audience is American and Americans have issues with this. I'm just like,
I'll get it.
I mean, if we did, we wouldn't, protect it under fucking law. But okay.
I'll get it.
As some of you may have, I'd like to take the opportunity to address a false allegation recently made against me on Twitter. As some of you may have seen, it has been claimed back in 2016 when I was 19 years old that I groomed an individual who was 15 years old at the time. I mean, yeah, that is what Ivory's actual claim was back then, that Pyrocynical groomed him. And he's saying that that's false. And look, man, objectively speaking, he's not lying about that. I want to set the record straight for all you to share the truth. The accusation is 100% false and incredibly irresponsible. That to me is a truthful statement based on everything that we can see. I am not denying that in the past I took part in conversations with others that many of you will understandably consider to be weird and distasteful, probably an understatement. That's truthful. It was careless of me not to consider who was behind the role play / art sharing, and I take full accountability. Okay. But these exchanges never amounted to anything other than fantasy role play. Now, here's the thing. Immediately someone's going to go, well, he was trying to meet with this person. Yeah, but I mean, he didn't talk about how he was going to fuck the guy, right? Like, I would imagine that would be like in the following chat where he goes like, yeah, when you get over here, I'm going to bend you over the fucking barrel and make you my bitch.
All right, Crow. Jesus.
I'm just saying. Like, that was like literally the point right before that, saying I want to fly you out here and fuck you, right? Okay. I mean, that would then that whole statement would be true, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What I'm sorry. That whole statement you just made would be false. Sorry. It was I have never sent or solicited nude or IRL content. That is also true. I've never tried to engineer an illicit encounter or lure anybody into anything. True. I've never built a dialogue, connection, or relationships with the intent of manipulating or exploiting anyone. This was even confirmed by Ivory himself in an interview. Yeah. Tommy, he linked your own fucking interview here, right? And Tommy himself said this was being used against Ivory because like everybody fucking watched it. So, yeah, I mean, that's a truthful statement. I'm sorry. Ivory conducted himself terribly in your fucking interview. And he said, like, he never tried to do any of this stuff. He never at any point stated that he felt uncomfortable. Also true. And if he did, but they go like, well, that's victim blaming. I'm sorry, Ivory ain't a fucking victim. Go fuck yourself. And my evidence to that would be that Ivory was having sex at this time with other individuals, and that Ivory himself was engaged in erotic role play with other people that he refuses to call out. That would all be fucking relevant, right? But whatever. This is what they consider victim blaming. I call fucking bullshit. I never would have continued to message and respond to him because he says, like, if he said he was uncomfortable, I wouldn't have talked to him. Every exchange between Ivory and I was fully consensual and reciprocal. He never once disclosed the fact that he was 15 at the time these exchanges commenced. That is true. Or at least you can't disprove what he is saying there, right? Right, Tommy? You can't disprove what Ivory is saying. You can't disprove what's being said here. You can't. He didn't include his age in his bio until he was 16, but I was not on Twitter between 28th December 2016 till 20th June 2017 as I was suspended. To be fair, he's saying he never knew he was 15. He does say he disclosed it when he was 16. But, and here's the thing, he's not denying knowing that he was 16, right? That I would say is disingenuous because it's very carefully worded. Moreover, individuals have since come forward contending that Ivory would be disingenuous about his age to proactively gain entry to other fantasy roleplay groups. Now, at the time he made this thing, that was a truthful statement. In fact, there is still a couple people, to my understanding, that still have claimed that he's lied about his age. And now there's even more people, right? And to that, I would say, like, look, obviously those people have no direct firsthand knowledge, right? But again, that's not an incorrect statement. I am really confused by Ivory's inconsistency. There's evidence to suggest that he was engaged in fantasy roleplay with another individual similar in age to me. This individual was also not aware of Ivory's age at the time. True. But in this particular example, it was Ivory who very much initiated and directed the roleplay. Can I show that image? I got to be careful. But it is an image of Ivory in a text conversation. Let me pull this up. Oh, yeah. Do you remember when we nut in call? God damn. Yeah, though, it took me a lot of time to say no at first. What? Thought you seemed to enjoy it. Well, I mean, who doesn't enjoy nut? Oh, God.
What's happening? What did I go back to? No.
Guys, this is Ivory in 2017 in reaching out to someone for this shit, right? Not someone else manipulating fucking Ivory. It's Ivory going at somebody else, right? It's in there, dude. Like, that's not misinformation. I'm sorry. But it's directly about the grooming fucking claim. What was this? After Ivory alleged that I groomed him, this individual then reached out to him to apologize for any hurt he may have inadvertently caused him, to which Ivory responded, "No, you're fine. I don't care." That is true. Why does he not care in this instance? Why does he remain unaffected by similar interaction with others and feel the need to single me out and character assassinate only me on social media? Okay, so the response from the commentary community and Turkey Tom and others has literally been, well, it's because Pyrocynical has the platform, right? Pyrocynical has the platform. He has the influence. Guys, that's not addressing the claim. If fucking Ivory really does feel like these conversations that he had with Pyrocynical were Pyrocynical grooming him, I mean, other people were doing it with fucking Ivory, right? He hasn't said that that's how he felt about these other people, right? He hasn't gone out of his way to expose them. And here's the thing, right? Tommy and all these other people, if you believe that something is completely disgusting and amoral, right? Just because they don't have the platform doesn't mean they won't have access to people in this age group. We've already brought up the example of Chris fucking Thurman.
Yeah.
Or Sammy Vapor Studios, right? That guy has no social media presence.
Dude, there's I don't know if you're aware of this, but you know Mo Magic, right?
That's no. Me shaking my head and doing this would be no.
I'm not looking at you. I'm reading something.
What are you reading?
Message. But Mo Magic, he was the guy who originally made the fucking, what do you call it? That exposed video on Steve DeLive the first time on behalf of Sammy Vapor Studio. He just exposed somebody today. What is it? It's right here, actually. There's a dude who was asking a bunch of kids, like, let me see, where is it? Basically, he's asking a bunch of kids for feet pics and shit. I don't know, some wild dude, and they exposed him. So Mo Magic did that. Yeah.
No, I don't know who Mo Magic is, though.
Yeah, but he exposed him today. Actually, it's crazy shit. And a Discord server. So I'm gonna plug this shit. Actually,
Turtle, look, honestly, if you don't want to follow up on the situation, then don't. But if you are going to follow up on it, don't just listen to the things that I'm saying. I actually urge you to read Pyrocynical's response, watch Turkey Tom's video, watch the video I did about it. Okay, I think that's the best way of handling it. At least try to get as many sources of information and make your own decision. Right? I urge everyone to do that. And the fact of the matter is, if you're not going to do that, then you're only going to be confirming your own bias, right? You need to actually look at this other stuff. And that's the thing. I did look at this other stuff. I didn't just say, oh, they're lying and Pyrocynical's innocent. And now
you sound like Santa Claus. Like, fucking, you sound like Santa Claus.
Should I sound like Repsion?
Oh, no, the Pyrocynical.
Hey guys, all I'm saying is go ahead and look at all the information that's out there. Don't just take one source. I mean, that would not be helpful to you to make an informed decision about what is going on here. Does adding the Southern charm validate what I just said? I'm just curious.
You sound less like Santa Claus. So
I found this channel from Turkey Tom.
Turkey Tom. Turkey Tom's great. We defended Turkey Tom.
Dude, and we got dragged for defending him. But that's fine. Like, he was not wrong in that situation. So
I love Turkey Tom. It's like, I love Turkey Tom. That's the thing. I like all these people. I don't want to fight with them. Where the fuck, man?
I mean, I like them too, but I've never had an issue fighting with people that I like. Ooh.
Oh,
whoops.
Damn.
I found this channel from Kiwi Farms. Jesus.
Welcome.
Yeah, welcome. Okay. So what's the next point in here, right? I've already said, if he really does feel, and these other commentators and anyone who's going to validate what Ivory is saying about grooming, and I know that people danced around that fucking claim, right? But look, your audience 100% feels like Ivory was groomed, right? So if you really do feel that's the case, you can't then go ahead and say, well, Pyrocynical is the only one with the platform, so he's the only one worth talking about. No, that is literal clout chasing, because I've gone over examples of people like Chris Thurman, Sammy Vapor Studios, people who've engaged in minors in a sexual fucking nature who have no social media presence. You don't know what their access is to kids. So if you really do have a problem with it, you actually have to go through and expose all these people. Otherwise, you are just going to validate people's claims that you're only in this for fucking clout. I know that you probably don't feel that way, but look, it's a valid argument from other people when they look at that and they go like, I guess you're only going after the guy who's going to give you clout and numbers and shit, right? And to be clear, when I started talking about this, I had no clue that anyone even gave two shits about my fucking opinion, right? I didn't. But then when I started to, people kept asking me to talk about it, right? At this point, commentary channels are mentioning that grooming claims are shaky at best. Thank you. Thank you. Except, let me be clear here, right? Turkey Tom said at first that he wasn't a groomer, right? Then he turned around and said, at this point, I can't dismiss the claim of him being a groomer. It's in his own Google document unless it's been updated. TommyC goes, well, I mean, you couldn't really define what grooming was, but I think the way that you said that, I think it's still relevant. I don't think that you're a liar. I think that it might be strongly worded, but like, that's not really saying it's shaky. You're trying to validate what his claim is of him being a groomer, right? Like, to me, that is problematic. Okay, I guess that's the best word I can use. But do you kind of see how we're almost to the end of this response? And you can keep saying it's all lies. It's all lies. He needs a better response. Do you see? I just reading through this shit, and look, I mean, there is one point in here where I think it's pretty disingenuous, but it's still not a lie, and that's literally just one fucking point in there. What is this? Furthermore, if he is angry, confused, and sad, as he claims to be, why has he been in friendly contact with me right up until September of this year? I mean, that, I'll put it like this. That doesn't mean anything. That doesn't mean anything, actually. But, it does go to the claim of him not actually caring. My point is, like, the timing of this was always suspect because at the same time he came out against Pyrocynical, he was dropping new content onto his SoundCloud. He's very proud of it, and he wants to be successful with it. So yeah, it becomes very relevant in terms of saying like timing is suspect to go and point out that, hey, up until like 2 months before he dropped content, he was on good terms with me. I mean, it's relevant. I'm sorry. If you want to say that's attacking the victim, bullshit. I don't fucking see Ivory as being a victim. I'm sorry. Like, I'm sorry. I just don't. Right? Like, I just fucking don't. Like, if you want to say Pyrocynical is irresponsible, I'll agree with you there. I will fucking agree with you there. But yeah.
Cringy, creepy.
Yeah. What's up?
Oh, like cringy and creepy and shit like that. Yeah, I think we can like agree.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
But it's a big difference between saying someone is cringy and creepy and saying someone is
trying to fly them out to fuck them.
Yeah, or like being a fucking predator and shit, right? Because that's literally how all of this shit comes across. Is like you're not going to say he is, but you're not really going to dismiss it. Yeah, I come on, we can be honest about what's going on here, right? During the interview mentioned earlier, he was confronted with evidence that he sent kink art to someone else. He initially claims it was him, but then backtracks, claiming he has no recollection. Okay, that's a bad look. I'm not here to personally attack anyone. You're discrediting your accuser. I just want to clear my name. Being falsely accused has been extremely stressful, and it is such a serious issue. I feel it has to now be addressed. After this being said, I will kindly ask my fans to not call out Ivory nor direct any negativity his way. I don't want to play any part in fueling or perpetuating hate. I just want to share the truth, close this chapter, move forward, and return to doing what I love, making unfunny videos. So, guys, that is the terrible, horrible response that attacked Ivory, and victim blame and yada, 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 yada. Just because you say something with fucking conviction does not mean jack shit to me. I read through that. I pointed out the part where I thought he was being a little disingenuous. But in terms of saying, like, it's all lies, it's all untrue, yada, 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 doesn't fucking work. Like, I read through the fucking response yourself and then put it up to the actual evidence that's been presented. I'm sorry. It's a well-worded response, and it does address the claim directly, because Ivory's claim is that he is a groomer. That is
Well,
it.
Used to be anyway. I don't know if he's still pushing that actually anymore.
Well, up until after the interview he had with TommyC, he then went to Twitter and said, "I don't care what the definition is. He groomed me." And then he went and did another interview with TommyC, where TommyC helps him actually clarify his point on being on Pyrocynical being groomer. So yeah, he's still pushing that.
Okay. My mistake.
So
yeah.
Was there a Kiwi post directly under Pyro's name? I don't know. Turtle, if you know something of that, feel free to link it. I'll go through it.
Yeah.
Commentary community moving the goalpost hard now. Look, my point in reading that was like, this is still a relevant response, right? It is. And I'm sorry, like, I'm more than happy to read through this with anybody who wants to go through it, right? And say that it's all lies. And I'll bring up every single point that I just made there. There's certain parts where I think it's disingenuous. Yeah, absolutely. But to say it's all lies, no, that is disingenuous.
In my opinion, it wasn't really because, YouTube Made Great Again. Tommy coached him the entire interview. I don't even consider that an interview, because, it's more fucking Tommy giving his opinion, because he even said it in his podcast that he was very more opinionated. I'm like, Nick Diorio gave an interview to Zaptai where you hear Zaptai's thoughts and shit. Like, there was one point I think Tommy was like, is it safe to say that first, another thing too, now that I remember this shit, do you know if this shit is true? Did Pyro get people to fucking like say that Ivory was lying and shit like that?
No. I think the claim there is someone made that accusation saying, like, do you think that he put these people up to it, right?
Yeah.
Crass, for instance, right?
Yeah.
TommyC in the interview with Ivory said, do you feel like he, went to this Crass guy and, got him to say these things and, put this stuff out there about you to discredit you? And to Ivory's credit, he said, no, I don't think that they're associated. Crass just has an issue with me.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's why I'm like, because like, what is it? Like, I just think not everything is out there yet. Like I said, there's just shit that is not lining up to make anything conclusive. There's nothing conclusive. And I think they're speaking without thinking. You all, particularly Tommy, like, but whatever.
Yeah, I mean, like, again, I'm sure he disagrees on every fucking level of what I'm saying here, but like, dude, I'm sorry, you just haven't proven your fucking case.
Well, no, yeah, and like, I think at this point, like, it's to like, well, Pyro lied and he was gonna fly the kid out, and he fucked up because you could tell by sub loss because the fans aren't buying his lies. That's what it's shifted to now, as far as I remember from like yesterday's like argument. So, or whatever the hell it was.
Well, how do I say this, right? Let's say that in 6 months from now, fucking Pyrocynical gains a bunch of subs. Would that mean that TommyC is going to come out there and say, well, I guess he didn't do it because he got his subs back? That's a stupid fucking argument. I mean, it is. And again, the guy's got 4.4 million subs, right? He lost 60K or something.
Some shit like that.
Bro, I this is not me trying to be disrespectful to Tommy, because look, Tommy has substantially more subs than we do, right? Yeah. If Tommy, who's got less than 100,000, hears somebody lost 60K, it probably sounds big, right?
Yeah. It sounds big to me. Like, you know what I mean?
Right. But, if we're being objective about it, no, that's actually not, that's not a massive sub loss. I'm sorry. Like, not for that type of, not for that size of a channel.
Him losing fucking that amount of subs is like us losing 10 subs. You know what I mean?
I mean, us losing like 30 subs.
There you go.
Let's be fair, right?
Sure, yeah, whatever. But you get it. You get it. Sorry,
Actually, no, it's more close to us losing 15 because I was just doing the math in my head. Fuck, dude.
It's just an example. It's very,
I know, I'm
critical.
just overthinking
It's
this.
very critical of very methodical. You have to take a moment. It's like I wonder.
I had to think about it for a second. Okay. So
What's the next point you want to move to? Because I put the videos in the Discord chat.
well, actually, I have them pulled up.
Good shit.
Baby,
Oh shit.
be very careful because you could have hit this.
Oh my god.
Here you go, Jasmine. She's literally just rolling around on the floor. You guys can see her legs in the background now.
Okay.
You good, baby? Did you want this? There you go. Okay. Okay, I'm sorry. Look, regular part of the stream, at a certain point, my wife's going to come in and do something crazy. So just get used to that. I've already said the only woman I will simp for is going to be my wife. And fuck anybody who has an issue with that. Because for you. Okay, so let me pull up because I got a bunch of tweets and videos pulled up, and let me actually play this video first, right? Miss Crow is the best part of the show. When she comes in, it definitely lightens the mood. It definitely lightens the mood. Okay, so let me play this first, okay? And this is not me.
Sorry.
I saw it. This is not me trying to be a complete dick here. It's just, look, for someone who had to issue this, right? I know you're saying he made the decision to. My point is, like, if he didn't, it would have looked so much fucking worse, right? But for someone who had to do this, you think that he would
start this. This video had a much different impact on me than I anticipated, and I wanted to send a message out to Ed and an apology as well. I remember fighting for you and trying to get to the bottom of this, because when I heard the Hot Wet Soup episode, it just made absolutely no sense to me. It was completely nuts. And then I was sort of derailed when this came out, which the evidence wasn't available at the time. And I was kind of being pigeonholed into supporting somebody who sends nudes to underage kids. And of course, that doesn't look as true as it did back in 2017. I have a certain amount of certain apologies to make to you specifically. When you didn't fight back and there didn't seem to be much recourse, I just fell back into what I usually do, and I only save the pedo jokes for the people who deserve it the most, and that's pedos. And Zaptai, I'm so terribly sorry. I hope we get this right. I hope this makes up for it.
All right, now someone might think that's me taking a cheap shot. My point is, like, you've been wrong before. You've completely thought that you were correct before, and you've been flat out fucking wrong. I'm just saying, like, you think you'd learn from that and not just say it's beyond it's totally been. I mean, it's not impossible, but it's implausible. It's 99% certainty. Handle with a lot more fucking care is all I'm saying. And if you think that that's me being a fucking pyro fanboy or whatever, right? I think you're a disingenuous fuckwad, right? I absolutely do. And, you know, if you take issues with that, bro, I take issues with you straw manning, using fucking sub loss and gains and shit as proof of anything, because I can point to all the examples where that doesn't work, right? It doesn't work in the case of Kiwis. I would say Kiwis is a confirmed pedophile who shows an actual sexual attraction to minors and has only grown since those allegations came out.
No, it's true. It's true, dude. Like, I lost my train of thought because I was reading Turtle's comment about the Zaptai interview. The Zaptai interview was good. I think you've seen it. It's pretty good. I liked it. I enjoyed it.
No, it was. Like, that's the thing. Stuff like that is great to see, right? Because it's, you know, you want to actually see that. You want to actually find that information out there, right? Get that information out there. Let that guy come back and everything, and, you know, give an interview, tell you how he feels, right? I think that's how you conduct an interview. And this is no disrespect to TommyC's interview with Ivory to begin with, right? Because I thought his first interview with Ivory was professional. right? Because even if he's biased or something, he would ask him questions, he would ask him to clarify on his points, and he wouldn't throw words in his mouth. But I think Tommy C is biased, and I do think that he feels a certain way about this. So when he saw that his first interview was being used against Ivory, because it was a bad one for Ivory, nothing Tommy C did there was inappropriate. So when he did the second one, he tried to make sure that he helped Ivory through it. That's where that's where the issue is, right? The only thing Tommy missed in that apology was Ranger. You guys are fucking savage. Okay. So okay. Let me go back. Okay. Because he likes to quote tweet people. So this is how this shit started, okay?
I hate that shit. It splits the conversation so much.
I know, it's so annoying. Turkey Tom swings and misses again. Pyrocynical is still innocent. Sorry. It's true. And then he points to the sub loss for Pyrocynical, right? You put, James Charles, Zap, Ty, and Pro Jared all experienced sub loss too. I don't think sub count has anything to do with innocent guilt. And again, unless Tommy C's argument is Kiwis did nothing wrong, because Kiwis only gain. In fact, people support what Kiwis did. That's idiotic, man. That's fucking idiotic. That is 100% true, but it does show the public is not buying it. They didn't buy it in the Zap Ty situation either.
They also didn't buy it when Def Noodle said you guys were racist. So you guys freaked out about that shit for no reason. Like I don't know one person that's like, oh wow, Def Noodles is totally right. Like, I mean, later on, afterwards, like, yeah, I saw a lot of that shit.
No, I mean, when he calls you racist and your response is, well, you're not actually Brazilian because your skin's not dark enough and shit. Which I saw people saying. I don't know if that actually started from any of these guys, right? But what I will say is, like, when Augie comes out and says, well, then say the N-word because it's okay for Hispanics to say the N-word. I'm like, dude, fuck, man.
Great job, Sherlock. Like, back to the closet to the drawing board, bro. Like,
what Def Noodle said there, like, I thought that was fucking stupid as shit, right?
Yeah, dude. I was like,
you guys to jump on it in that way, like, fuck, man. Then he gets to point out to all that stupidity and say, look, they're really racist. It's hard to argue. It's they're going like, dude, stop. Shut the fuck up. He made a fucking mistake. People are calling him out on it. You don't need to give him fucking fuel. Oh,
well, no, man. Like, it's just weird because, like, no one will address any fucking points. No one wants to talk about us. No one wants to mention us or this channel particularly, right? But then Tommy goes and subtweets it where you could see the fucking video, the title, the name of the channel. So people could, like, effectively do whatever they want, like go and dislike it if they wanted to. Who knows what his intention is? I think he was being a smartass. But, yeah, like, you can do that. But you can't add us like Turkey Tom did, or at Crow at least,
Yeah, actually, Turkey Tom did respond to what I said, and his response was like, I'm not arguing the legality, I'm arguing the morality.
It was a good response.
I don't think that you can say you've proven his guilt at that point if you're saying, like, I'm not arguing illegality, I'm arguing morality, because morality is subjective, right? I mean, clearly, if you want to point to that, I'd be like, well, clearly his audience doesn't care as much as you say they do. If the guy's got 4.4 million, lost, what, 60K? Maybe he loses 100. Maybe he loses 400K. That would be 10% of his audience. So 90% are totally okay with it. I mean, I'm sorry, but like, dude, it doesn't work in your favor. I mean, what's the standard there? Well, if he loses half, more than half, then I'm right. I don't know.
I don't know. I just thought, I was like, I don't know. I was surprised Tommy C actually fucking did that. I'm like, why not just address the fucking thing? Why not just talk to people? But like, whatever.
Or message me in private.
Yeah, no, all this shit could have been handled in private.
What you're getting wrong, right? Instead, you do that shit. We comment. I literally said, Tommy finally admits that, you can't actually prove the question of 15, right? And someone like pointed at me and they go, so you were harassing him? I was like, the bitch fucking tweeted that shit out, right? And we're responding to him. That's not harassment. He called me out.
No,
so I was like, dude, but that was harassment. I'm like, if that's literally where you're gonna fucking take your arguments at a certain point, it's like you guys don't really fucking have anything.
Yeah, they did. What is it? Def Noodles tweeted out some video somebody made on him, and it was criticism. And they were like, "Oh, that's passive aggressive. You can't take criticism, Def Noodles." So even though that video wasn't about TommyC at all.
Well, I'm sure their argument would be, well, that wasn't my video, so it's like, well, unfortunately, you admitted to being a special guest editor, and Turkey Tom went to you, and you kind of put it together. So I mean, like, yeah, that would kind of that would literally be the argument against F Noodles, because like, what am I, a fucking channel with 1,500 subs? Which thank you guys for subbing to the channel, and I hope you guys understand. My stance is not Pyrocynical is an innocent little fucking victim here. I definitely think that he shows bad judgment, or at least did, because this is years ago, right? I definitely think that he's a bit of a creep, 100%. And I do think that if Ivory can show that he actually knew, and actually, let me bring this up because I don't have it pulled up, but I do want to address this, right? iNabber came out with a statement, right? And his statement was, well, I knew what Ivory's age was. It was like, because I was in that group and I didn't know him that well. I'm like, hold on. Everybody in that group knew Ivory was engaging in sexual role play, and you knew that he was doing this with other people, and you also say you knew he was 15. Do you not realize that kind of makes you look like you're okay with it? Or at least you were back then. Yeah. The only reason you're coming out now is because you're kind of just joining in the pile-on.
Yeah, I mean, a big deal.
Yeah. it's like I wouldn't. I don't understand how that looks good for you, but fucking go for it. Whether you're a small channel or not, you should be acknowledged. I'll put it like this, man. For some reason, Augie was in here fucking hate watching, and I was like, why? I literally said, like, why? Like, why would you fucking do that? It's okay if you want to, but to tell me my points are fucking irrelevant and shit, and you fucking want to watch my streams and fucking hate watch it. Like, fucking Tipster was in here, and Tipster actually was like watching the video, right? And when he thought I said something wrong, he asked me to clarify. I was like, I fucking did. Right? I respect that. Even if he doesn't agree with me, at least respect that. But like the stuff with Augie, that was just fucking hilarious, right? And look, I goober my streams all the fucking time. I play videos that are muted. I've done, how many times have I muted my own mic and I just started fucking talking?
Yeah.
It's happened. Like, whatever. I'm not going to say Tipster's a dickhead. I'm not. I disagree with Tipster on certain things, but at the end of the day, I do think Tipster is genuine, right? At least more than these other guys are.
Tipster will at least talk, you know, and tell you what he fucking thinks. Like, it's more than you'll get out of most commentators, you know, and he's not passive aggressive with his bullshit. So, and I don't think he fucking freaks out about criticism. Blames you for being embarrassed.
Look, and that's the thing, right? Even if I disagree with these guys, I still watch their content. I watched Augie's video about this, right? And he was in here fucking hate watching my stream. I was like, dude, I watched your video on it. Like, I think that you brought up some relevant fucking points.
I think Turtle put it best. Augie is quick on his emotions, sadly. You know, like.
Well, he's younger, right?
And send through the cherry on top. Augie cute, though. So.
But like he is younger. And we talk about like maturity gap and everything. Yeah, what's Augie, like 19, 20 or something? I'm 30.
19. He's a kid. He's still a kid.
I mean, but that's the thing, right? Like, that's what I said. I have issues morally with like a 30 to 40-year-old seeking a relationship with an 18 to 19-year-old, even though that's totally legal. And there's a lot of people who wouldn't even bring it up because they act like 18 is like that's the crossing point to be. I was like, no, it's really not. You know, like, fuck, man, it's not. I had somebody else like fucking comment on one of the videos, and they were like, you don't understand, such a massive gap. Don't you get it? I'm 19 and my younger brother is 15 years old. Do you not understand how big of a difference that is between us? Like, yeah, it's your younger fucking brother. My younger brother is 27. I think he's an immature piece of shit. Right. And I'm pretty sure he feels the same way about me. That's not proof of anything.
Yeah.
That's not like, dude, typically brothers don't really respect each other's opinions on most things, right?
Oh no, dude, I don't know. Our chat is brutal. First of all, they don't agree with us on certain things, which is whatever. But I'm just like, they're going in.
Well, it's like Rev and everything, right? When Rev disagrees with me, he'll fucking go in on me. And I've had Rev on the channel before, and I love Rev. I think Rev's a great guy. But when we disagree, we can disagree, and you know we can still be friends at the end of the day.
There's several people like, what is it, West Most? One of them.
You remember how the whole West Most thing started?
Yeah, it was slightly negative.
But yeah, actually, you know, and another guy, fucking, I'm blanking on his name
Breakthrough
now.
Gaming.
Breakthrough Gaming, right?
Yeah.
He had way more fucking subs, and we called him out, and you know, we did this whole big thing, back and forth on social media and shit, and then we started contacting. You contacted him on Instagram. He came on the channel, and we actually had a pretty good conversation, right? I was actually surprised by it, right? But it didn't even need to be that. Like, he could have just hit us up in DMs and gone over the whole thing, and I would have been fine with it. Because I mean, he came on and he said, like, some of the things I did here was improper, but I do feel this certain way about things. And so I get it.
You got a super chat, by the way. I don't know if you're able to see it.
Yeah, okay, cool stream and all, but what do you think of my baller persona? Yeah, that's what I thought. Keep walking, pal.
I don't know. It's just like, I'm just gonna,
No
comment.
No comment.
Thanks for the support. No comment. Sorry, man. Sorry. I don't want to.
It looks like an emo sheep.
Okay, fair.
Because it's got the bags. It's either got like really dark eyeshadow or bags under the eye, and it's got horns and everything.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I need a crow persona. But
I'm gonna pretend like you never said that. I'm gonna pretend
be a literal fucking crow head on a person. And that's it.
You have that already. You've had two of them. And there we go. I fucking believe this shit is happening.
It's literally just a person with the fucking head of a crow. But yeah, I guess is that what they call a fucking persona, or does it actually need to be like a whole fur person? Or don't abandon me, man.
I'm here. Just leave me alone. I can't take this.
Okay, so his response to you is like, you know, that's 100% true, but it does show the public it's not buying it. The big difference is we never had evidence of James Charles DMing and Kid and trying to get him ID in the UK, just testimony of liars and opportunists. Much the same can be said of the others on your list, right? So
cat sheep might accommodate your crow persona, god damn it. No.
Stop. Okay, but look, here's the problem. When you try talking to this guy, it's literally you're a pyro stan, you're just a fucking fanboy, you're a liar, you're a grifter, you're an opportunist, all this shit, right? I'm like, you are not addressing what people are fucking saying to you, dude. And if you want to take people out of context being pricks to you, bitch, you started that fucking energy with people. You did. I'm not gonna sit there and feel bad about it. Like, I fucking don't. If people want to fucking insult you, fucking go for it. Like, you're a condescending piece of shit. I agree with you that there is more circumstantial evidence pointing to the contrary in Pyro's case. Well, that's the thing, circumstantial, right?
Yeah.
However, I'm still skeptical of coming to a direct conclusion yet on anyone's side. I just prefer something more concrete. I'd like to think that this is a fair statement, but it doesn't end there. It's fair if he was in some legal trouble. He's not. But how isn't he? Because 15 is illegal. You can actually go out there and you can still fucking call the cops. If what you're saying is true, I had people tell me, like, if I was a lawyer, I'd say, then fucking call the cops. File a fucking cyber tip. You can do these things. Mm-hmm. Like, the police can look into it. The fact of the matter is you're not going to, right? And Tommy, to his credit, when he thought someone was breaking the law before, he called the cops on them.
Did you see Geeky's super chat? She's asking.
Oh no, can you find it?
Yeah, I got it. What if the 60K subs leaving was a purge? I know many channels have been losing a big chunk of their subs as of late recently. I honestly think it's because of the stuff that's going on.
Yeah, I mean, the timing and everything.
It's a possibility, but I think it's because of the.
I mean, maybe a few, but like, yeah, at the end of it. But like I said, I think people are going to unsub just based on the shit that they see there, right?
Every commentary channel kind of is turning their back on Pyro. Like, that's enough, you know. They have enough subs communitively to do that kind of damage. So
someone sent me a DM, and I'm going to read it here in just a second, but let me go through the rest of this, right?
Yeah.
But he goes, like, you can conclude Pyro fucked up. I said, okay. So you can't prove it. You can just say, like, I assume, it's my opinion, yada, yada, yada.
Mm-hmm.
I put this out, you know, nobody can prove Ivory told the truth either. It's he said. And the only time, because I'm not going to misgender, and the only time you can prove anything was when Ivory said he was 16, which you said in your second interview was proof he knew Ivory was 15. he called me a liar for this, right? And I actually have the clip pulled up.
Yeah.
That lines up with leaked DMs showing Pyro wouldn't engage with a 15-year-old, which happened a year prior to Ivory. If it's a legal question, there you go. If it's a moral question, go campaign to get RNJ laws repealed. Still improve what you. But like honestly, if you have an issue with it, like morality-wise, then and you really do believe that there is this massive amounts of people, and the common fucking opinion is that this should not be allowed. Period. I think you could make the case to get RNJ laws repealed in all these states. And why wouldn't you? If you really do feel like this is something that should not be happening, why don't you use your platform and at least promote doing that, right? Because there's a lot of you guys out there, right? You'd think that would be a pretty easy thing to at least advocate for. But we're not doing that, are we? I'm just saying, it's not like you can't actually go the next level on this shit if you really do believe what you're saying is truthful and you do believe that people are on your side here. But again, 4.4 million, 60K sub loss, it doesn't sound like that many people give a shit. Just to be fair. Okay. So let me see here, right? I think this is the part of the interview I wanted to pull up first. No, not this one. We'll get to that in a second. Well, I went ahead and pulled up two different parts of the interview, and I had them timestamped for where I want them to be at.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the first one. And I think it's the second one that I had pulled up. Okay, so let me play. Let me see here, because this is the part he actually inserted into his own video, his own interview. He inserted this in. He edited it in.
And I think that the fact that he specifically references needing a fake ID is further proof that Pyro had to know his age.
While editing this video, I did realize that while Turkey Tom is correct, and it adds to the abundance of circumstantial evidence that Pyro would have had to known his age, that he was 15.
Okay, so he says this adds to the abundance of evidence, right?
Mm-hmm.
If actually, just so everything's fucking clear, here, let me play the entire thing. Right?
The activity of someone who is completely innocent or someone who has nothing to hide. Additionally, while digging through the DMs, we were able to find some messages where Ivory and Pyro were talking about meeting up in real life. And Ivory clearly talks about how he would have to get a fake ID in order to travel overseas and see Nile. It's worth noting that at the time of these DMs taking place, Pyro would be 20 and Ivory would be 16.
Okay, 16. Okay. Now, watch what he says here, because he decided to insert this thing into his interview.
However, the idea of them meeting IRL at all is something that we haven't seen before in these DMs. I think that the fact that he specifically references needing a fake ID is further proof that Pyro had to know his age.
While editing this video, I did realize that while Turkey Tom is correct, and it adds to the abundance of circumstantial evidence that Pyro would have had to known his age, that he was 15.
Okay. I told him that he put that into his fucking video where Turkey Tom is saying that he was 16 at the time, and he said that this was proof, right? He said, well, it adds to the abundance of evidence. So you would think that that is proof, right?
Yeah.
I didn't say definitive proof. I didn't say it proves everything you are saying. I said it is proof to you. It is evidence to you. And Tommy turned around and said, what was it? Let me let me see, right? Gosh damn, where is this? Sorry, because there's so much shit here.
Yeah, and it gets quote tweeted and gets blasted all over.
This is the thing about like doing the fucking quote tweets and everything. I think you can be a man and just fucking keep it all in one conversation, but I know a lot of people, they want to fucking go out there and like yada 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 yada. God, so much shit from this guy, I swear to God. I've got like, dude, I've got like,
dude, I didn't even know you were doing that because I was arguing. I was on a different part arguing a different point, and then you're over here arguing. I was like, oh shit, like there's more things going on, and there's more quote tweets.
Okay, here it is. I found the one, because this wasn't a quote tweet. This was in the conversation before he started to quote tweet me. God damn it. Okay, here it is. So I said, nobody can prove Ivory told the truth either. As he said, yada yada. And I put, and the only time you can prove anything was when Ivory said he was 16, which you said in your second interview was proof he knew Ivory was 15. That is what he said. We just played the fucking clip, right? We just played the clip. Wrong. I said 99% chance. Note the word chance. Bitch, that's not what I was fucking talking about, you disingenuous prick. And then I even fucking included the quote. I think it adds to the abundance of circumstantial evidence that Pyro would have had to have known Ivory was 15. Direct quote after playing the clip of Turkey Tom's video showing Pyro being aware of Ivory was 16. Like, dude, you see what my issue is with you? I fucking said something very specific and you fucking... It's so annoying talking to this guy. It is, right? You see people do this shit all the time. You'll say one thing and they'll respond with something entirely different that's not being said. But you guys, you just saw me play the fucking video, right? He just said that this adds to the abundance of circumstantial evidence that he knew he was 15 after playing a clip of Turkey Tom saying 16. Okay. But called him on it, right? So Tommy then responded with this shit, right? And let me go to the next one. We'll get to that part. When you are stuck, if Ivory was 15 or 16, don't understand that does not matter to most who unsub Pyro. People don't care if it was legal. I love how they think if they, I think it was a typo again, because he's very emotional. They can prove Pyro did not know that it will make any difference. Most people are not comfortable with 16-20. Okay, bitch, if that's the case, Pyro would be seeing a more substantial sub loss if most people, you have what? Sorry, guys, 4.4 million. What's 60K subs off 4.4 million?
Still 4 million.
Like percentage wise, right? We're talking about a little bit. We're not talking 10%. We're talking like 1 to 2%. We're talking about 1.5%. Great fucking job. You proved that 1.5% of his audience feels the same way you do. 1.5 fucking percent, dude. Like this is the problem with pointing out to shit like fucking sub count. It doesn't mean anything, and it really doesn't justify what you were trying to claim it does. Honestly, man, this is what I said. It's a weak fucking argument. It is, but and I got the next part pulled up, right? I said, glad we moved away from claiming he knew he was 15. I think most people are not okay with groomers, actually, which you said you fully believe he is. Either way, we have established R&J laws in many states because the morality is subjective and it's not abnormal here. And I think Colton even fucking jumped in on this shit, which is cute. I don't think Colton should be watching this stuff, but I don't think minors in general should. And I had someone who's like 14 fucking years old in one of my fucking comments going on about how Pyrocynical is a groomer and a fucking pedo and all this shit. And I'm like, what the fuck is a 14-year-old fucking paying attention to this shit? I mean, just in general, but whatever. All you do is lie. I said in the interview. Right?
That's the only part I saw. Like,
dude, come on, man. Come on. All you do is lie. I said in the interview that I would not have believed it 24 hours ago, but there's a better case for it now. Let's play the next clip, okay? Before I read through all of that shit. Let's pull it up. Because these are his words, his videos. So I don't want him to say that I'm taking him out of context and shit.
In the video where I ask you if you understand what grooming means, and without going over too much of it, I don't think your explanation was very good. I didn't think I didn't think you were lying, and this is the way you felt, and your definition I thought wasn't very good as well. I didn't think you were lying. I never thought you were lying for a minute. I just thought that this was maybe stronger language.
Ivory is still saying groomer to this day, and you're saying that you don't think he's lying. Well, it's stronger language. So what you're really doing is expanding the fucking definition of grooming so that you can include this guy in it.
I have a theory about that. All right. I think he misspoke. I think he's trying to say like, oh, I never really thought you were a liar, but I thought you were wrong. And if that is what he said, I think he did a poor job articulating that. But that's a theory. So who knows how much.
Thank you, Aura. That is a very fair statement.
Oh, thank you. At least somebody thinks so.
I do, though, right? I do. But like, my problem is, if you're gonna clarify it, dude, fucking clarify it. If you're gonna run around and call me a liar when I just showed my audience where you did something that you claim that you did not fucking do from your own fucking interview, right? Yeah. Clarify your fucking points. Instead, what you're doing on fucking Twitter, and you're still doing it, because I saw it in your fucking stream again, you're just attacking people that disagree with you. And doing it in very dumb ways that don't mean anything.
I mean, I don't want to interrupt you, but I gotta take off in like a minute because it's getting pretty late for me anyway. But can we watch one of those clips? Because I want you to see it, because that's what you do, and I want you to see you.
Okay. I have one. I have one pulled up here. Okay, this is. I think it's from the same thing. So I want to play this clip first. Okay, because it's just about this whole thing where he tries to pull the "This is America." And your audience is American. I'm like, bitch, dude, age of consent in fucking 34 states, 16. So clearly fucking America doesn't agree with you either.
Yeah.
I had to play because I saw it. I fucking started to die because I was like, dude, are you fucking okay?
Adios, Ren.
Do it or not. Mm-hmm. And fake ID so he can get fucked up. Now, you can sit there and talk about the fucking drinking age being lower over there with drinking age lower, consent in fucking Pennsylvania and fucking the United Kingdom, and it all being legal. But guess what? A bulk of Pyro's audience is American, just like every fucking English YouTuber. YouTube lives and breathes in the United States.
Okay. Do you notice how he brought up fucking Pennsylvania, which I don't think maybe he was unaware, but Pennsylvania, guys, Pennsylvania is located in the United States of America.
Yeah.
Sorry. Okay. Do you have a timestamp? Okay, so 3107 and 34.
Click the link. It's already pre-stamped. And then there's 3 super chats. The one's already linked to the first one. Those are the other 2.
Okay, hold on. I can do this. There we go.
Got it.
Positivity turtle t-shirt. But our positivity turtle has got to be like, I don't know, cokehead or something. Stop calling all of stands. I don't watch my... Go fuck yourself. How about that? Stop calling. I'll say what I want.
The first one's at like 26. The first one's at 26.
I'll say whatever I want. This is my platform.
Wait. The first one's at 26?
Yeah, it's at like, hold on, I got it right here. It's at 26.0. Fuck's sake, I can't see that shit.
26.07.
20. Yeah, there you go.
With the Ivory interviews, it felt like you led on the answers rather than let Ivory answer, and I don't think it's fair to call all of us critic stands because it's just as bad as people who call Ivory a clout chaser.
Yeah,
that's a fair statement. So let's see how he responded to that.
Responded like you, man. I'm telling you, this is how you do it.
My problem with the Ivory interview is it felt like you led on the answers rather than let Ivory answer. Yeah, it's because the second one, and I had more of an opinion. First time I did, and the second one I was more outraged. Sorry you didn't like it. It still doesn't change Pyro's situation.
See, but he didn't finish reading it.
Does it?
Yeah, but why would he, dude?
Because it's like a general like criticism. It's not even that bad. It's not bad. It's not even like your interview sucked. I couldn't even hear Ivory. Like I couldn't hear Ivory.
Okay, so let's go to the next one.
Positivity turtle has got to be like, I don't know, cokehead or something. Stop calling all of stands. I don't watch my... Go fuck yourself. How about that? Stop calling. I'll say what I want. I'll say what I want. Somebody's probably setting me up. I'll say whatever I want. This is my platform. This is mine. Pyro's got his.
But did you read what it said?
He spent all his clout.
You won't fucking read them.
No, yeah. Did you read what he said? Like it wasn't bad. Like
I know he's like people are not insulting him. That's the thing. Like I've been far more insulting to the guy, right? I 100% have. Okay, so there's one more super chat in here. Fucking hell. Okay, so 34:30. Okay, let's do that. Well, we'll do this one, and then we'll wrap up the stream because this is the first time I had Aura on, and we'll close it. I'll give my closing statements with Aura, so you can go.
Okay. Whatever you want. You don't have to wrap it up on my account, man. Like, I just got to go. But
I just have some more stuff I want to say, but without you here, I say some risque things.
okay.
Guys, my name is Deji Olatunji. I am 23 years old, soon to be 24, and you may know me as Deji or Comedy Shorts Gamer. So what I'm about to talk about in this video is bigger than anything I've ever talked about on this channel. So I've teamed up with Movember to spread awareness about something that's really important, which can cause deep depression, loneliness.
What's great about this is the English show he's making fun of it.
Okay.
If you want to,
okay. I don't know if he's going to read the whole thing, so let me read it.
He's not.
We cover serious topics. You get serious criticism. You can't use SFTP as a shield every time you get serious criticism. And using the "we are just haters" is not better. What you are, FaZe Banks.
FaZe Banks. Okay, so basically, every time FaZe Banks was criticized, he'd be like, "Oh, you're like a clout chaser. You're just a hater. You're a clout chaser. You're only criticizing me because you're looking for clout." And that's what he would always tell Tommy every time Tommy criticized him. So this is obviously a fucking fan because he knows that. Like, you know what I mean? That's why he used it. He's like, you're acting just like FaZe Banks, who you called, he said it was stupid for him to say, oh, I'm a cloud chaser because I'm like criticizing. So.
Oh my God. Is this one bad? I hope it's okay. I hope it's not that bad.
Play it.
the covers here. No, if I want to do whatever I want, you cocksucker, I do whatever I want, everywhere I want.
That's you, Crow. I'm telling you.
Get the money from that jerk off.
I mean, like, maybe not that there yet, but like, you'll do that sometimes, and I'll be like, "Crow, calm down! Don't tell me to stop!" Like, and I was like, "Bro," I'm like, "You're going."
Read the fucking comment in full.
Okay, fine. Oh my god! Whatever I want. Everyone's fucking spamming. Oh, Tommy's great.
Yeah, no, it's fun. It is, but like, that's the thing, right? He's being criticized on the exact same point. His response is just, "It's my show. I'll do whatever I want. I'll say whatever I want. It's my plan. I'll do whatever I want." Like,
it's just criticism, dude. It's like, remember the shit Deaf Noodles can't take? Like, it's criticism.
Dude, I have the same guy. No matter what I upload, just goes and says what Pyrocynical did is illegal. He's a criminal. It's illegal.
Dude, are you talking about fucking Thieves of C?
Yeah.
I remember there was a premiere, like, everyone stopped arguing with Thieves of C. They say the same thing over and over and over. Tommy 99% C. Okay.
He sounds like Cartman. No, but my point is, right? It is just criticism. Like when Thieves of C comes in and drops the same comment over and over, I've at least responded to it. Yeah. But he still keeps fucking saying the exact same thing over and over again, even though what he says is fucking blatantly fucking false.
Mm-hmm.
At a certain point, I just said, okay, well, I'm going to stop responding to the same thing.
I'll call someone a groomer whenever I want. Not everyone's doing it. I do whatever I want.
Yeah, man. Like, but the thing is, like, it's fair to say, like, what you think he did is like wrong, right? Like I said, I think he's irresponsible. I said, I think that, the way that he's behaved, it makes me uncomfortable. But again, like in terms of like the morality argument, it is subjective. And if you were if you were 100% honest about your argument about sub losses and shit, I'm sorry, but like 1.5% of his audience unsubbing is like nothing. And that's not me being disrespectful. I would love to have that many fucking subs. I would, right? I think everybody fucking would want to gain that many subs and shit. But like for someone at 4.4 million, losing 1.5%,
yeah,
I'm sorry, but like,
well, I still, like the argument of numbers and shit, I'm like, doesn't have anything to do with it. I'm trying to say, like, what if it comes out that Ivory did lie? Like, what if? Let's just speculate that shit. I'm like, this guy's life is going to be fucked up because people are going to go after him for lying. Like, I'm like, this isn't like about fucking numbers, dude. Like,
no, it's not.
Somebody's going to get affected in the long run with this shit if it keeps on going.
Yeah, this stuff follows you around forever. It's like with the Pie Man situation, right?
Yeah.
The dude's 15, right? Like you got people telling him it's going to follow him around forever. Yeah, I mean, like stuff like that. You know, again, I don't think that you've actually proven your case. And, you know, in terms of the Tommy situation, right? What he's used as proof that people agree with him. I'm sorry, but 1.5 sub loss is nothing, right? And actually, you know, there was one final thing, and this was me bringing up the Diorio situation, right?
Mhm.
And I want to bring up that comment because okay, I think I have it pulled up over here, right? So the reason why I want to bring it up is obviously Diorio does not agree with me, right? In terms, like he dropped a fucking comment on my video saying this is satirically bad, right? He said I brought up no good points worth addressing. I tagged him on Twitter. I said, like, if you disagree with me, we can talk about it privately, right? I don't want to publish your name or anything. I just mean, let me know. I'll address the point if you really think what I'm saying is wrong here. And his response to me was like, I'm not going to read all that.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't know why you feel the need to keep telling me I'm fucking irrelevant to nobody, because you've done it so many times. I kind of feel like, you know, that's not what you actually mean, right? Like, dude, fucking block me on Twitter. I don't give a shit, right? Like, I'll laugh about it, but like, fucking mute me. Fucking, I don't care. Like, just do that shit. If you really don't want to address me at all, don't go into my videos and drop fucking comments on them, right? Because if you do that, I kind of feel like you do have something to say. That's what I said. If you want to talk about it privately, we can, right? You don't need to feel like you're going to give me clout by having a conversation, right? We can keep it all fucking private and shit. Doesn't even want to do that. Okay. But I want to highlight what he fucking said here to Tommy, because I think it is incredibly relevant to this entire conversation.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's see here. So Tommy said, you know, when you are stuck, if Ira was 15 or 16, don't understand that does not matter to most who unsub Pyro. People don't care if it was legal. We read through that already. So Diori responded with, you know, it's a completely different allegation if he knew it was a 15-year-old LMAO. You're super underplaying now. You're super underplaying how significant that is. He goes, and if we find out he was 16, Pyro will get all his subs back. He hasn't even lost a significant amount. Not allegations are about lost subs, which is what you've been saying. Like,
Yeah.
Hey, yeah. 50K significant to me. Yeah, but it is not me being disrespectful to a sub count, right? Like, he's got more subs than I do, right?
Yeah.
But for someone at 4.4 million, you're talking about 1.5%,
Yeah.
right? But likely not a game ender, I admit. I mean, it's nothing. Look, the truth is nobody will ever be able to prove what Pyro knew and when he knew. Hence why I'm underplaying it. Does not matter. The damage is done. He's like, he's going to get it back in the next 3 months. If nobody can prove it, then that's the end of the allegation. I personally don't give a shit if a European dude was sending farting ferrets to a 16-year-old unless he knew the kid was actually younger.
And I'm with that.
If he's intentionally ignoring the age of a 15-year-old, that's insanely more malicious than him fucking around for attention with someone who is legal. Knowing he's talking to a 15-year-old is fucking insanely predatory. And he just puts like a big if. It would have to fall in our laps. My thing is, right, if someone came to fucking TommyC, went onto his channel, right, and said, this happened to me, and it did, and I was 15, and he engaged with me, people are just going to look at fucking TommyC and says, you're biased, you lie, you call everyone criticizing you a fucking stan or some other bullshit. Why would I trust you now? Why would I trust you when you were fucking wrong in the past and you haven't learned from it?
There's things I'm going to address just for clarity's sake. He did mention later on in that podcast that he does not think Pyro is a pedo, regardless of everything that was played and shit. He says that he still like is sub to him and shit. I don't know if that matters or means anything. And oh my god, I lost my train of fucking thought. Oh well.
No, I get what you're saying, right? He's not saying he's a pedophile, right? But my issue with that is it came across as if you said he was a groomer, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you tried to help Ivory with his statement on him being a groomer. And Ivory is quintupling down on claiming that he's a groomer. And you're also saying that you do not believe he's a liar, right?
Yeah.
Oh, look, you don't have to call him a liar to say, I disagree with you on grooming. you could just say that and it'd be okay to say that, right? But it comes across as when you see this shit, you just want to take the shot at Pyrocynical. You just want to do that. And I really do feel like that's what's going on here. So if your response is to anyone criticizing you, they're a fucking pyro stan, my response to you is just fucking clout chaser. Does that make your argument any less relevant? No. You calling people fucking pyro stans does not make their arguments less relevant. You ignoring what they're saying does not make their argument go away. And if your argument subcount, I'm sorry, but like that literally means jack shit.
Yeah. And I'm sure pyro stans have been hitting him up. Like, I wouldn't doubt it, but I think you need to be prepared for that to happen when you choose to take something like this on, because Crow, you've gotten other people that are not pyro stans that think he is a predator and shit come at you. So
and the thing is, I've tried to address what they've actually stated. Right. And some of it's just you're a liar, right?
Yeah.
Okay, dude. What did I lie about? It's been proven. Okay, what's been proven? It's been proven, and you're a liar. Okay, bye.
That's usually when you just stop arguing. Like, that's enough.
That's why I stopped arguing with the Thesis C guy, because like at a certain point he said something, I addressed it, and his response is just to keep saying the same thing over and over again. I'm just like, bro, do you not understand what the definition of fucking insanity is?
You ignored the evidence. Oh, I'm gonna go get it, and then be like, "Oh, there's nothing there," but you're ignoring the evidence. Like, yeah, I know.
Yeah, that was the best one.
Yeah,
that was legitimately the best one, right?
Yeah. You're ignoring the evidence. I'm like, God damn it, man! It's just like a Pokemon, But anyway, is there anything you want to close up? I'm gonna share this Mo Magic video because I found it. There was a pedo in a Discord server that was trying to get kids to actually fly out to him and was asking for feet pics and shit. So that's what Mo Magic covered. There's actually some fucking creep out there. So there you go. That's Mo Magic's video.
Okay, I'll pull that up. But I gotta just highlight this because I gave Diorio credit, right? But I don't know. It's okay, so I just messaged him back. Okay, so I put everything that I've put into these streams because it's a lot of things to say, right? So I tried to fucking put it out there on Twitter. I know it's a lot of shit, right? But I think it's important to actually clarify, right? Yeah. So Turkey Tom said, a rabbit hole. So I ran through that, right? Mm-hmm. And I don't think this is that long to read. Okay, probably going to take you 5-10 minutes, right? But I tagged him and I said, you can contact me privately, we can talk about it there, right? But his response was I'm not reading this, LOL. Bro, if you disagree with me, what I'm saying is you can literally just tell me, but this is the 4th or 5th time you've hit me up to say you wouldn't hit me up with something to say. Yeah. Condense it or speak it, bro. You just handed in a research paper. You can always direct message him, Nick. Then I need to open my DMs. LOL, why on earth would I ever do that? It's you hit me up on Discord if that makes it better. I don't know. It seems like you got something to say. How do I condense? But seriously, how do I condense this down? There's a lot of fucking information out there. There's a lot of misinformation out there.
Audio/video posting. We will utilize that from now on.
It takes me fucking 2 hours to get through this shit to really get into the fucking arguments, right? Yeah. Yeah. And I'm sure Diorio understands them. So I'm just you fucking watched my video, dude. You literally watched my fucking video. I don't know what you want me to say. You did because you said that I made no fucking relevant points, Dan. Yeah. So clearly you know what I'm fucking saying. So just fucking spit it the fuck out, dude. This annoys me, right? It does. But yeah, I see that. I'm it doesn't. You either have something to say or you don't, and you just want to keep taking shots. And if that's all you can do in these situations, right? It's like what TommyC is doing whenever someone criticizes him, he just calls him a fucking pyro stan.
I would like to hear his criticism / opinion. I'm not joking. I think you said it. Neither one of us kind of want to be on the good side of a talking point of somebody who's probably being predatory to children. Who would want that? Prove us wrong. It'd be great. It'd be fucking great. Quickly, please, before we keep going. So
Yeah, I don't get this, right? I don't get how it's hard to just message someone privately, right? I'll never understand it because when I have issues with someone, their DMs are open. I'll try to talk to them, right?
Yeah.
I think
Well-
because I think that's respectful, right? If I have an issue with your argument, I actually want to address the argument. Okay. If all you can say to me is that's bad, that's stupid, you're a liar, you're just blah 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 blah.
I'm not gonna lie, I laughed. I laughed when he's like, I'm not reading this.
I agree, but like you've already watched my video, dude. You already know what I had to say.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. Like, come on. As far as like this stuff goes, again, all you're doing is just circumstantial. I mean, the dude's into some weird shit. I don't think it's that hard to make him look bad.
Yeah.
I've even said, like, I think the guy's a fucking creep. But it's like, you know, what fucking Diorio said to fucking TommyC. I don't care if some European dude is talking to someone who's legal. I care if it's someone who's 15 because that massively changes these allegations.
Agreed.
Okay, so you wanted to play the Mo Magic thing?
Oh, you don't have to. I just put it in the chat so people could see it. I mean, it's kind of, I think it's like 20 minutes long, but that's what it's about. So I just gave like, you know, a description of it.
Okay. Well, guys, go ahead and watch that. Look, I've already said I disagree with some of the points that Senpai was trying to make in his video, but I think you should watch his content on this too, right? I think you should watch everything that Turkey Tom had to say about it, right? I think that the only way you can come to an informed decision on something is to actually take in all the information. But if you only watch one source, right? And you just say, well, I agree with everything there and I don't need to see anything else. I mean, I have people watch both and then say like they still think I'm wrong. That's at least fine. I'm glad you at least took the time to go through it, right? I'm at least glad that you took the time to get a different perspective on this shit. But yeah, no, I mean, like, again, as far as all this stuff goes, where are we at right now? Pyrocynical's lost 1.5% of his sub count. Maybe he'll lose 2. Maybe he'll lose 5, right?
Yeah.
That's not a majority of people who agree with you, though. You're literally just engaging in cancel culture bullshit, right? You are. If your argument is, well, a bunch of people online agree with me, that means I'm right. That's not an argument either, right? Like, it's not, because I can find a bunch of people online who will say a bunch of stupid shit. There's a whole community of fucking naps on fucking Twitter, right? And they will, if you call them out, they'll go ahead and get your account banned. Look, they'll all report you for fucking target harassment. I've seen it happen, right? Tug used to call those people out, but then they kept getting his account suspended.
Yeah. No, yeah.
Does that mean that they're right? No, it means they're fucking insane. I mean, but yeah, no, you're basically just arguing cancel culture, right? When people go, there's no such thing as cancel culture. There's just consequences to what you say.
No, exactly, dude. Like, I don't know. People should be, I don't know, man. I think we summed it up pretty much already. My brain is turning into soup. Eyes getting tired.
Yeah, me too. Guys, that is the end of this stream. Look, if something else comes out, because I'm sure, because like every other day, someone's got a new fucking hot take on this, right? Every other day, someone's trying to fucking say, well, you know, if you put the square into the circle, right? I know it doesn't fit, but if you just jam that shit in there, I mean, eventually it might make a little bit more sense, right? If I keep seeing points like that, yeah, I'm going to keep talking about them. But, you know, hopefully tomorrow we'll upload some videos that are not related to this subject, right? Because there are some more stuff I want to talk about, right?
Alyssa said it's a good topic.
Yeah, like the people who got thrown off of an airplane because their 2-year-old wouldn't wear a mask. And I'm sitting there going like, guys, like, even if you believe everything about fucking COVID and the restrictions and the lockdowns and stuff, you know, CDC says children under the age of 4 shouldn't have to fucking wear them. So how the fuck is you going to ban a fucking family from taking your flight because their 2-year-old won't fucking wear them?
Yeah.
Like, to me, that's important fucking information because that's engaging in fucking hysteria. And I think that's really fucking damaging to a larger portion of fucking people, right? That you're not actually going to follow any guidelines. You're just going to follow fucking hysteria because that's dangerous. Right? That's fucking dangerous. Anyways, guys, if you do have more information you want me to cover, feel free, you know, My DMs on Twitter are always going to be open. I've gotten a bunch of messages asking me to cover certain things. And let me just address the document proving Pyrocynical's innocence and everything. I've already said what my issues are with that, right? And that I don't agree with everything that's in there. I think some of it's true, but I think a lot of it is, again, just jumping to conclusions. You got to actually follow you actually have to follow what's going on. And I certainly don't think that Pyrocynical is an innocent, sweethearted, kind-natured boy who's just being railroaded unfairly. No, I think the guy's creepy, right? I'll say that. And you know what? If someone's got proof, actual fucking proof, I'll cover it on this channel. I will 100% cover it on this channel. If that loses me subs, fine. I'll fucking do it, though, because I'm not going to stand with someone who's a predator. I'm not going to fucking do it. If I find out, I'm going to yeet their ass. Like, I'll fucking go. Like, let's fucking go. Until that point, though, everyone deserves a defense. And if you don't have the fucking evidence, you don't have the right to keep making these fucking accusations.
Where is it? I see it. Do you see Giorno Giovanna? I, Giorno Giovanna, have a dream to see Pets Cop 2. There you go.
What is that?
I don't know. I don't want to know. I'm afraid. I don't know what's happening.
Let me just say something that's a little bit more fun.
Yeah.
I've been listening to the Golden Wind OST, Giorno's theme.
Because of our friend's fucking the launch, his Yu-Gi-Oh launch.
Uh-huh.
Trust me, dude. Yeah, that shit gets stuck.
I was playing the fucking audio for it, and I was like, listening to it, I was like, oh shit, this is gonna get me fucking taken down.
Oh yeah,
be a copyright, and it didn't. That shit's still up. I'm like, oh boy. Yeah, I'm waiting for it, right?
Grim. Yeah, another topic nobody's talking about is the Shia LaBeouf being sued by his ex. Yeah.
I quote tweeted that on Twitter. I was like, "Oh no, Shia LaBeouf, say it ain't so."
Just do it.
Did you? Oh, you want a good one? I'm not going to cover this, but Jasmine is like a big Nicki Minaj fan, and she was like, she's dating like a former rapist.
Dude,
like,
no, her fucking oh my god, isn't her brother accused of being a pedophile?
Her brother is accused of rape, I think. I don't know pedophile, but I think it's rape, right? Oh, yeah. And so she's dating or she's married to someone now, and he didn't have a public social media account. But when she announced who it was, people dug into him and found out that he's also been convicted of rape. And they're like, what is it with fucking Nicki Minaj and the fucking rapist?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Everything is a JoJo reference. Crojo.
That's so weird. It's so weird.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning into another stream. Hopefully, we'll see you here on Wednesday, 10:30 Eastern. Hopefully, we can, talk about something else. But again, as long as this is staying relevant, I'm going to keep up on it. And if someone's got proof, I'll fucking cover it. That's the end of it. And hopefully, I'll see you guys in some of the videos not related to this topic. Okay, I do appreciate the sub growth, and hopefully you stay tuned for the content not related to just Pyrocynical. I do appreciate you guys. Thank you for tuning in again. This was our highest view
Your
count.
Audio. You massively cut out. Like fucking.
I was just saying thank you guys, and I was going to say this stream had the highest view count that we've had of any stream ever. Yeah, like over 100 people at once. So you guys are amazing, and I do appreciate it. Take it easy, guys. Get some sleep.
Bless y'all.
Yeah. Peace. Feet peace. Oh, if you want a real story about a fucking abuser and shit, look up James Soroka. We've done content on him before.
Go to Steve
DeLive has tons
Go check out
of
Steve.
videos. Yeah. Steve DeLive has tons of videos covering this guy called James Soroka. Look up James Soroka, Steve DeLive. You'll find his videos on the subject. You need to, if you actually want like content on like an abuser who's flying way under the fucking radar, trust me, it's a good thing to be informed about.